What's up, y'all?
What's going on? What's up?
I'm excited for today's show.
Yes.
I'm mad excited. But I'm excited. We're not going to talk about it until like a little further on. So.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to build up suspense for a little bit.
No.
Just for a little bit.
Well, first and foremost, if no one's seen the movie Avengers Endgame, we're going to give spoiler reviews when we start speaking about the movie. So
yeah, later on we're going to talk about it. It's going to be major spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, don't leave it yet. But when we get there, you might want to mute it for a little bit.
Yeah, mute it, turn it off, whatever.
Yeah.
So what do you want to get into first then?
Well, I know you guys can get very passionate about it, so I decided to start off with it. I'll talk about basketball, because we didn't really get to talk about it much last week. Like, we got a little bit into it, or probably not even at all. I don't even remember. But I don't think we talked much about it. And since we have a little Nets fan over here, I know they had a little...
Fishing.
I know they had a little bad experience. So,
what bad experience? Making the playoff? I guess that's a bad experience.
Look, I'm just saying. I think
I'm just saying, if we were being honest, I guess a bad experience to be having an early vacation. I mean, that's a little bit of a bad experience.
Fishing. Well, there's only one team that can win a championship. So technically, we're all in last place if we don't win that.
Very true, but you gotta have a fighting shot first, you know?
Fishing. Yeah, I hear you.
Let's go look at that way. I mean, I remember someone talking about winning the whole entire championship, but I ain't gonna say no names. I mean,
look, it's 2019 over, and there's the NBA championships 2020. Let's do it.
Okay.
Now you want to move on?
21. You gotta move on. Any great athlete will tell you, you forget about the past, you move on to the future. Let's go.
Actually, that's not true, because every athlete has always told you all the pain that they get from their playoff losses.
Yes.
They tell you it after.
Yes.
They tell you it after. We looking forward.
Champions do that. Champions do that.
Yeah, people that don't win championships, it don't really bother them that much, you know?
Champions.
They're used to it.
I guess. Says the team with the early vacation, right?
Yeah, on a vacation with 2 rings. Let's go to the next topic.
When was your last ring?
When was your first ring?
Exactly.
It don't matter.
That's all I was going to say. What was your first one?
Your last one was in 1972?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And y'all first one was in 19...
Never hit.
It don't even matter if we won. It don't even matter if we've never won one. You guys are in a long drive. I don't even mind that. Because we're a relatively newer franchise than y'all.
I'd rather have a long time than never.
Okay. You say that.
I totally agree with that.
What?
A long time rather than never.
For sure. Okay, so let's get into
I just wanted to get...
Because that first one's going to be so much sweeter than the third one you guys won.
I feel you. The hate is real.
That's not real. I didn't bring up to that. You guys brought up to
See if that happens.
Y'all think y'all getting a free agent. Y'all gonna get somebody like Greg Monroe. Y'all gonna overpay him like you did Brook Lopez.
Y'all just better hope y'all don't draft another Porzingis as much of a bust as he was.
Do y'all think y'all still gonna be able to retain D-Lo?
Yeah, of course. Easy.
So y'all gonna overpay him then?
Call what you want. We have a superstar on our team.
now he's a superstar. Wow.
He's always been a superstar.
Really? Okay.
How you get to the
superstar?
Playoffs 1 year? Now you're a superstar. You win one playoff game.
Superstar.
The thing, at least we have one.
Basement all-star, now he's a superstar.
The best person y'all have is DeAndre Jordan, and he can barely shoot from 5 feet from the rim. Come on.
Talk to us at the same time next year.
Stop it.
Same time.
I will definitely talk to you same time.
We're gonna be talking about.
Because they're gonna be no different.
Lottery pick.
It's gonna be no different.
So let's jump on. You want to jump on current things that's happening in the NBA, or do you want to go to?
Well, I wanted to get you guys predictions.
I'm kind of rushing to the Avengers. I'm sorry, guys.
I know he's.
Fiendin', you don't understand.
He really wants to. I really want to talk about it. It's gonna be a great conversation. It's gonna take up most of the.
Oh, it's gonna take up the entire podcast. I promise you. And if they can't, I will.
he's not lying. So, I wanted to get your predictions. Like, I wanted to do that last week before the second bracket came out, but
Harden is balling.
Like, what teams do you think is going to beat who and make it to the finals, basically?
The NBA finals?
Yeah. Semifinals right now, because that's where we are.
Wait, you want to know which? Are they gonna make it to the conference finals or the NBA finals? Which teams?
Which teams are gonna make it to the conference finals?
Conference finals. I know Milwaukee really had a tough game today, but I still think Milwaukee's gonna make it over Boston.
Okay. So we're starting with. I'm sorry. So we're gonna start with East.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the East, my favorite conference. I'm gonna go with Milwaukee. And you going Boston?
I think Boston might sweep them.
Ooh.
I think Boston might sweep them.
I think Boston. Well, I'm not. You know, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm with Unc. I think it's gonna be Boston, but I don't think they're gonna sweep them. But I think.
But you still have Boston at the end. Hot take. I think at some point in time in the series, somebody's gonna get frustrated, and I think the camaraderie that you're seeing, I'm not really sure I trust it against a team like Milwaukee who can easily frustrate a team at any point in the game. I think just Giannis, his sheer dominance is going to get under the skin of Kyrie. And I think his poor leadership skills at times when they face adversity is going to come out. And I think that's going to crumble them. I think because Boston is the type of team that, they're like a Warriors team, right? They're so talented, they can beat most teams. They the only way they can really lose is if they self-destruct. I think at some point that's going to happen. And I think Giannis is going to take full advantage of that. But you guys have Boston and making it to the conference finals, right?
I do.
Daddy, what about you?
I'm going Gianna. It's not even close for me.
All right. What did you guys finally agree?
That's rare. Especially, all our sports arguments, we never agree.
It's like never.
Never. And then when we do, I feel weird. And it's like, what do we say?
Like, not agree?
Yeah, because like, I have all these arguments in my head, like, yeah, I'm going to say this after he disagrees.
Yeah.
And when we agree, it's like, the fun is taken away. I don't know what to say. All right, well, you guys seen something very rare. We caught that on camera. So, the next team. Toronto's going to spank Philly. They're not going to make it fair for them. I think just seeing what I saw last night, I'm like, yeah, Ben Simmons is a liability. Because if he can't shoot the ball, Toronto's defense is going to take advantage of that. Because look at their defense. You have Siakam, you have Marc Gasol, and you have Serge Ibaka. That's a tough front court. I don't think Ben Simmons is going to be able to get those points in the paint like he normally does.
Well, Philly kind of reminds me of like the Knicks, because they're very inconsistent.
Yeah.
No.
I knew that he was gonna say something smart.
No.
I didn't say anything.
The snark was enough. The snark is enough.
I'm not sure about that series, but I don't know. It depends. I think I could see if they get it together. I think I could see Philly.
Yeah,
and I say this because I do not trust Lowry at all. And he's the second All-Star on that team. Not unless somebody else big steps up.
I think it's going to Siakam.
On Toronto, then that's a different story. But other than that, if you count on Lowry to be your I don't trust him.
I agree.
I don't trust him at all.
I agree. If the game plan is for Lowry to be the second scorer, they're in trouble. I agree with you. But I don't think it's going to be Lowry. I think it's going to be Siakam. I think his 29 points yesterday showed us that he could be a viable option for Toronto moving forward. I don't think people really respected him in the regular season, but in the playoffs, he's showing. And you said you had who? Did you give us one?
Oh, I'm sorry, no, I didn't.
Okay. Toronto.
Only because, like, I feel like Philly could be really inconsistent. I mean, they showed that even though they swept the last team.
They didn't sweep them.
They didn't sweep y'all?
No.
It was a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah. They got the one game and they got, you know.
Right, but let's not talk about game
built up, you know.
Let's not talk about game 4 where the ref actually stole the game from us. Let's not talk about that.
How the ref stole the game from the Nets?
How the ref so we're gonna ignore the fact that the NBA said yes, the player was fouled at the end of the game?
Come on, so you telling me even if you go on that one court, you telling me that one court lost y'all the game?
Yes, we were down by 1.
Wow. So you telling me that game when Embiid was gone, y'all shouldn't have took advantage of that and beat them that game, right?
That's true.
We're talking about Phillies. I'm talking about game 4.
No.
Game 4
I'm talking about a game.
drastically changes.
I'm talking
the
about
entire series.
I'm talking about a game y'all should have won when a top player wasn't playing. If the Nets are so good, why you didn't beat them when they didn't have?
That's not the game I'm talking about. I'm talking about game 4.
Y'all had stranglehold on the series with that game.
No. If we would have beat them without Embiid, that's true. We should have won that game. That game, they thoroughly beat us. But the game 4, where it was close, when we were down by 1, and Jared Allen's under the basket, and he gets fouled, and they don't call it, that takes the series back to Philly for one more game.
I'm not buying that excuse. Not buying that excuse. When it happens to us with the Knicks, nobody says that. So nah, you can't get that excuse.
You were, because Amari Stoudemire punched a glass, the fire thing, and cut his hand, broke his wrist.
That's not even an excuse. Y'all self-imploded even before that.
And now the NBA already proved that it should have been a foul.
I think the Nets showed us one thing that we already knew, that they shouldn't have been in the playoffs to begin with. It was kind of like, come on, just get them out of here. Why are they here? We don't want to sweep them. We want them to look competitive. So let's get a little gentleman.
Right.
They didn't shove you out of the club. They just kind of like patted you on your back like, it's time to go now. You've had enough.
It was like when they were like hanging out with someone, they'd be like, so what you trying to do? Try to get you out of there kind of thing.
Hey, look, facts are facts.
I gotta get up for work in the morning. That's what Philly was saying. I gotta get up in the morning. You know, little subtle hints. Get out. Can't stay here.
Facts are facts. All I know how to say is facts.
Okay, so after that, those little excuses. Sorry, I'm joking. I love you. West Coast, which I think is playing right now. Is Golden State's playing right now?
Yeah, they're playing the Rockets right now. That's what we watching on the TV.
That's so weird because it's like what time?
Yeah, normally, because they're in San Fran, right?
Are they?
Yeah, they're in Golden State.
So.
Golden State.
Yeah. So, what are your views on Golden State and Rockets?
As far as who's gonna win?
Yeah.
Golden State. I mean, as long as they don't self-implode as usual.
That's good.
You know.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like. I think it would go to like. I don't think it'll be a sweep. You think it's
It's not. It's gonna be easy.
I don't think it's gonna be a sweep.
Oh God. Oh
Yeah. Finally decided to come.
Decided to come to the podcast.
I need to be seen. I need to be heard.
You need to be professional and be here on time.
I need to be heard. All I'm saying is,
You should start off with an apology. That's what you should start off with. Saying, I'm sorry to your fans that you're late. They came to see you.
first of all,
They came to see
let
you.
me start my statement by saying, rest in peace, Tony Starks.
We
We didn't even get there. Yeah, you see you come here late, you on program.
Spoiler alert.
You do spoiler after the spoiler. Look at this.
Okay, so
What are we talking about? I just got
Yeah.
watching the movie again.
NBA players.
We watching NBA playoffs.
this was when people were saying they was just
Oh, you didn't watch the movie. We're gonna talk about it.
yeah, we
So,
had a plan.
alright, so what were you talking about the NBA playoffs? We was talking the Rockets, right?
Rockets,
Yeah.
Warriors, yeah. That's ratchet.
What did y'all say? Sweep? I think it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be a good series. Maybe 6 or 7.
Who?
Yeah.
The Rockets and Warriors.
Warriors.
6 or 7.
I would have to say Warriors. I mean, I still don't know how it's gonna go because injuries or whatever.
Yeah.
But I say the Warriors are gonna beat them. I don't know how many games.
Well, Rockets are gonna smash them.
I say they're gonna beat them.
You said Rockets?
Rockets are gonna smash them.
Oh, Warriors.
I want the Warriors.
Even with the injuries,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Rockets is out of here.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Nah, they should have beat them last year, and Chris Paul went down.
They had a different team last year. Different type of defense.
I think they have a better team this year.
Nah, James Harden's just playing out of his mind.
I say even if Chris Paul didn't go down yet last year, it still wasn't no given they was gonna beat them.
Yo, they won. Y'all forget?
Damn, what's the name?
They missed 27 straight threes last year. How do you do that in a game 7 of the conference finals?
Hey, you live by the D3, you die by the 3.
I know. I mean, I've always heard that my entire life. But I mean, as a coach, right? You start seeing your team going in that long of a drought. You gotta change the game plan.
D'Antoni's not changing.
He's not, and that's always been his downfall. He never really knew how to adjust. And that's why I'm scared of the Rockets.
See, that's also why they was good last year, because they got the...
Can I jump in really quickly? Is that D'Antoni's downfall, or did that just not work for the Knicks?
No, but D'Antoni's had other teams too. Remember he had the Suns?
Yeah.
When he had that Phoenix team.
But Phoenix was great when they were working with him.
But he never win to the finals.
They never even went to the finals.
Yeah. That's a fact.
But it worked. Agreed, but they were better teams. Not because the system didn't work, they were better teams.
No.
Hold up for a minute, hold up. What this guy, what you even bringing the Knicks up for? Ain't nobody say nothing about the Knicks.
No, because you know why? You guys said that's D'Antoni's downfall, but every team he's gone to, it works for, except it didn't work for the Knicks. So I'm actually kind of curious of why you guys think.
But we're not saying he didn't have good teams. We're saying it doesn't work because he hasn't even gotten to the championship yet.
Not one time.
Because there's always a better team.
No, that's not true. Because when they went up in 2010, when they went up against the Lakers, that was an evenly matched team.
That year when they played San Antonio, I feel they was better than San Antonio.
Oh, and that year that San Antonio went to the finals, they could have beat them that year too.
Clearly they weren't though, right?
Because D'Antoni never made the adjustment. No, think about the 2010 D'Antoni was close, right? Look at the coaches he went up against: Popovich and Phil Jackson. When it comes to like conference finals matchups, he's always got outcoached.
Because he doesn't change his philosophy.
He doesn't know how to adapt.
But the thing is, listen to the two coaches you just named. Two of the greatest coaches in the history of that.
That's part of the game.
But then now look at what he did last. He made it to the conference finals again last year, and he went up against Kerr and got outcoached again.
To be honest, I think Kerr's a better coach than D'Antoni.
Oh man, it's not. But I'm not saying the coaches I'm naming just because they're better. I'm just saying every time he's made it to the conference finals, he's getting out coached.
Yes.
If he went against Brad Stevens, he'd get out coached too.
When you go into the playoffs, it's a different game. It's from every game, it's like you got to make adjustments. And D'Antoni has never been a coach to make adjustments. He only plays one way. That's it. He's always doing that. So when he gets to the playoffs, that's why he gets out coached, because he doesn't change. He keeps doing the same thing.
I agree.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that D'Antoni doesn't not change, but it's worked for his team to get to the point that they get to until they run into a team that's clearly better than them.
But think about it.
They're not going to beat the Warriors.
But think about it. When in the NBA, normally the teams that make it to that level has great coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, when you get to that point of the season, that high, you're gonna go up against great coaching. That's when you make a mark for yourself and make adjustments. So you can't keep saying oh, he's going against great coaching. He's always gonna go against great coaching when you get to that pinnacle of the season.
There's a certain point, and there are certain teams, in my opinion, that no matter what adjustment you make, you just can't beat them.
Like who?
No matter what adjustment you make, I don't think you can beat the Warriors.
Bro,
They guys beat them. I don't think they beat them. But they beat themselves. The Warriors are turnover prone. They beat themselves.
That's what happened with Houston last year. They beat themselves with 27 straight missed threes. If they would have made an offensive adjustment, they could have had a chance to not only stay in the game, but probably had a good run to close it out. But D'Antoni never made that.
Look at not the adjustment, but look at the 3-point numbers for the Warriors that game. Match them up. If they missed 27 straight threes, agree, maybe they should have adjusted. When you have a team like the Warriors, we have your entire almost 5. No, sorry, DeMarcus is out now. We've had your 4 of your 5 starters able to shoot a 3, run the floor in the point position. What are you supposed to do? You can adjust to the 2, but if they're going to continuously barrage you with 3 points, outrun you and outpace you. Even if you're the best offensive team, we're talking about playing them every day. I'm not talking about playing them once every couple of weeks or once every couple of months during the season. Mm-hmm. This is a team that's gonna wear you out day in, day out. You're gonna get tired doing this. You know what I mean? So D'Antoni does need to adjust. But let's be honest, the teams that he plays, especially when he had his teams at their pinnacle, they were just better.
I disagree.
I agree with you. The Warriors are a better team, but again, like you said, the Warriors self-destruct, and in that Game 7, there was an opening for Houston to take advantage of that. Now, if D'Antoni didn't make an offensive adjustment, because defensively I felt like Houston was doing well enough for them to match the Warriors, but they just offensively couldn't pull away. That's the problem they had. They were able to keep up in the game, but they weren't able to pull the game away in their favor, and that was the problem. And normally that comes from coaching, especially in the playoffs, because every possession matters. So you have to put the blame on coaching on that aspect, right?
I think the coaching has to take the blame, but the coaches don't take the shot.
Right.
The coaching has to take the blame.
In position to take the shot.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing, you can put them in position, and you play the game. You can put anybody in the position. If they're not going to make the shot, they're not going to make the shot. The coach can't, he can't write up a play where you make every shot. No, I agree. At the end of the day, you gotta run that play.
At the end of the day, so I'm gonna give you a quick example, right? Even when playing basketball, if my coach calls up a play, and it's been ineffective in the set that it's been ineffective in the defensive set that I keep seeing, then you have to call audibles. You have to run your play because you're on the floor. Nobody really sees the floor like you do because you're on the floor, right? So even though your coach is on the sideline and he's following the same game, you have a better feel of the game because you're actually in it. So in that momentum, that's what makes certain point guards really valuable. You know, that's what makes Chris Paul so effective, even though he's not the most athletic, because he thinks the game. So you have to see, all right, this ain't working. I got to change it to this. And that's why Chris Paul's injury was so significant. Because if he was there would be no 27 missed threes. Because he wouldn't put them in a position to only have to shoot those. He'd be thinking the game, and that's why they were competitive all the way up into Game 7.
If they would have won against the Warriors, LeBron would have had another ring.
No, they did. If they would have won against the Cavaliers, LeBron would have got swept.
I agree with Nate on that one.
You think LeBron would have beat Houston that year?
Yeah, I think LeBron probably would
honestly,
beat Houston.
No.
I didn't care if Golden State or Houston went. But I didn't want Houston to go because I felt like if they went up against LeBron and them,
Right.
they would have got beat.
Oh, that I disagree.
The Warriors last year was a better team than the Rockets. But like you said, like they just outplayed themselves and they messed up. Like right now, their team right now is the best team in the league. But if any other team would have went against LeBron and that series, like y'all gotta understand, LeBron got swept, but they fought. Like they fought. Like
I mean, I can see why you have to say that because the LeBron makes any Eastern team strong, right? But I don't think
Western team strong too. He was just injured this year.
No, he makes a lot of. He has to prove that. He has to prove that.
They had a way better record than what they ever had in the past like 4 or 5 years. But he was injured.
Still missed the playoffs.
He was injured.
19 games.
That's a lot of games when it's the key point of
it is a lot of games, right? But he
games.
still has to prove it, though. Still.
Prove what?
That he can make the playoffs in the West.
So you telling me LeBron James couldn't? If he was there for the 19 games, you think they still would have missed it?
I don't know.
But you're already saying that he still got to prove, like.
He has to prove he can make the playoffs, and you're asking me to go
His
over
abilities that he's shown throughout his whole career.
We're in the Eastern Conference.
He can do that.
No, in the Eastern Conference, it's a different conference.
In a weak East, I think.
He's not a regular Joe Smo player.
In a weak East,
It doesn't matter. Neither was Jordan. And when he came back out of retirement, he still lost to Orlando in his same conference. So it doesn't really matter. Like, if the competition is greater, even though you're great or the greatest.
Who's the best player in the league right now, to you?
It's still LeBron, but Kevin Durant's like 2 inches under him.
You're telling me no other person could
I can't even say it's LeBron right now.
Hold on. So you telling me no other person in the NBA could go to the West and bring him to the playoffs?
Who, the Lakers team?
No, I'm talking about anybody in the league.
What team am I putting them on?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does.
It doesn't matter. If you put them on...
I don't know, because if he's the best player in the league and somebody else can do it, then that means whatever situation you're thinking about, the best outcome You put LeBron on that team, he's gonna do it.
You said what?
I said if you put anybody else in that Lakers team, they're not going to.
I need that. I need that. I had it one time
Honestly,
before.
that I disagree with.
We'll talk after.
So then I want another player then. I think another player you're going to say
No,
though.
it ain't even about that.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because I feel like the biggest reason why the Lakers didn't make it to the playoffs is because of LeBron. And because of what he did with the whole thing with the trade and...
I don't think LeBron didn't do anything.
Yes,
LeBron didn't do that.
I believe.
That was Magic's fault. Magic went into the locker room and basically berated his players, went back into the media.
He was on board with it, though.
Excuse me, explain berated.
But he not publicly, though.
with
Not
it.
publicly. Not publicly.
The kids knew it.
I had a berated salad.
The kids knew.
They knew the narrative.
Now, I tell you why. If that would have been Kobe, they would have made the playoffs.
Oh, we're going past. Oh, if we're doing current, no. But if we're going past, I agree with you.
That's crazy. Y'all holding the man's legacy in the hands because he got injured. Nobody said well.
If it was Kobe, he still would have made it.
He didn't make the playoffs. They would have. He got injured. No one says that.
If you put Kobe in the same position, he got injured for the 19 games, they still would have made the playoffs.
I agree. You want to know why I agree?
They still would have made the playoffs.
Because Kobe, no.
With that team.
No, I agree with you because he's shown it. And y'all remember when he had the splint on his index finger in that playoff run? And he could. It is the same because it was his shooting hand, and he had a messed up ankle going into the playoffs. He really wasn't himself. He was like 55%, and they still won the title.
But he was still there to help.
No, but what I'm saying is LeBron came back and he was hobbled, but he still could have brought him to the playoffs.
I didn't even see him hobble. How was he hobbled?
I don't know.
I didn't see him movements in no pain. I didn't see him wincing in pain.
Yeah, I didn't see none of that either. I'm just trying
all
to
of a sudden now, he's hurt.
LeBron's a G.
Just like after the finals, now I come out with the cast after we got swept. My hand was broke.
Because no matter
with the cast.
I forgot about this. Greatness, no matter what he does, flat for it.
Now I sound horrible. Didn't he say he broke his hand after game 1, right?
He did.
Now wasn't it?
He did.
What was it? Game 2, 3? It was a game after game 1 where he threw the ball off the backboard. Oh wait, no! Threw the alley-oop to himself and slammed the ball down mad hard. Which hands broke.
That's called greatness.
But wait, I don't think he showed. I don't think he showed the cast till after the series was over. I think
exactly. After the was. Now here go the excuse. My hands broke. Come on, man. Come on.
I forgot about that.
Stop
That was a bad look.
Stop it.
I want to.
Your hand wasn't broke. You got sweat.
Shout out to Edward Daniels who just came in the chat.
What up?
Said Kobe would have made them make the playoffs.
Thank you, Everett.
Of course.
I disagree.
I disagree. They clapped out Kobe was
This Laker team probably would have beat up.
The Lakers team is trash.
No, little G's out there.
Stop it.
Little G's out there.
Kobe took Smush Parker as his second best player to the playoffs.
This Lakers team is trash.
Did you just miss what I just said?
No, I heard what it was
His
said.
second best player, and he brought him to the playoffs.
I heard what you said. I don't negate the fact that this Lakers team is trash.
LeBron had was better than
No,
Lakers.
I disagree with that. I don't think they're. Now they have better candidates.
Before that, they was garbage. I took trash to the final, but now they better.
For LeBron.
See, this be my issue. It's always an excuse for LeBron. Why?
You gotta be objective.
Why is it always an excuse for
You
LeBron?
gotta be objective.
If LeBron was there, he would have run to the playoffs. I'm not saying he
He
would.
was there. He just
I'm
missed
not giving
19 games.
excuses. Greatness is greatness.
Let me ask you a question. 19. If you only lose 19 games, you making the playoffs?
But he was with a fresh, young team that he never played with before. So they
Also, Smush Parker was the second best player on that
Plays a
team.
part in their struggles, but as the best player, you gotta figure it out. And you go on Instagram saying playoff mode activated. That's embarrassing.
Thank you.
You can't do that.
Thank you.
You can't do that.
That's playoff mode.
And then he said, hold on. And then he said, you can't teach playoff mode to these young players. They don't know. So that tells us that the team wasn't together.
Oh my God.
You fall in the trap. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with LeBron, but we gotta be a
You're not with me with LeBron.
always on their side. Always LeBron.
Y'all feel like they wasn't together because of LeBron.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Never on the same page with LeBron, Beyonce. Okay? Shout out to
we're
Queen
not
B.
going for that. We're not going for that.
Beehive number 384.
Okay. I just wanna say something.
384.
Yeah, I think LeBron's taking worse teams to the finals than Kobe has. Smith Parker was not the second best player on that Lakers team during that time.
But bro, you proved my point by saying that. Because if he could do that, then he could have brought this team to the playoffs at least.
Here's the thing. This Lakers team is really, really bad. And I think you're looking at the raw potential talent of the players and not really looking at what they're doing.
I'm looking at what LeBron has had in the past.
No, I'm looking at what this Laker team is doing. The Laker team without LeBron, they're terrible. They're a really new kind of terrible because they're really relying on
like the Knicks.
How are they any different than the 07 Cavaliers?
Stop.
You know what? The 07 Cavaliers are terrible, but they were full of veterans. This team is terrible.
It doesn't matter. There's a lot of teams that have been filled with veterans that never made the playoffs. Do you not know how Tracy McGrady's Rockets teams?
Limited, I get that. But I'm not talking about those teams. I'm talking about this team.
I know, but I'm talking about veteran leadership. I'm saying that hasn't mattered in the past as well.
Right, but listen, not every team's built the same. That Rockets team clearly is more than the Cavs team if they were able to make it. My thing that I'm saying is that this Lakers team is new kinds of bad. There's no experience, and they play terribly.
That's
LeBron can't help that.
That's absolutely an excuse. And I'm gonna tell you what, he better learn, because he's not getting another superstar. Who's coming to the Lakers?
I am.
Maybe
AD's not coming. Because what's that GM that
but
just got signed? He was Eddie Griffin or something like that. He was with the Rockets.
I don't know.
The Cavs. He was with LeBron. He was the GM when he was with the Cavs. He's not giving LeBron AD.
LeBron probably has it in his contract where he could trade himself.
He gonna have to.
I don't see LeBron signing for a whole 4 years and not having control.
He's under contract for 3 years with 1 year as a player option.
He has a player option at the end of it?
Yeah, that's the 4
so he's
years.
still gonna be stuck for 2 more years.
Like, this is why I low-key agree. Edward came back into the chat. He was saying LeBron doesn't want to win another championship. He's comfortable with the rings he has now. I'm not gonna lie.
I honestly agree with that. Who said that?
Edward Daniels.
He's not.
Oh, Edward again?
He's not.
That's a great point.
I
don't see it in
wouldn't
his soul.
sleep on that
Yeah.
thought process. Like,
He's content.
he's content. Like,
I don't see it in his soul.
Wow.
oh, okay, you read souls.
Sweet souls.
I mean, does it matter if he is or isn't though?
I mean, I think LeBron's gonna have a strong year next year. I think the young guys that y'all saying are garbage are gonna figure it out. I think he's gonna show with a healthy team he can do something
Yeah, they're
better.
gonna come to the Knicks and figure it out.
They're not garbage.
They're not garbage at all.
It's just
like I'm surprised that y'all even.
They're not garbage. It's just a lot of mediocre.
He's had way worse. I can't give him that. He's had
Honestly, I don't think he's had
way worse.
This might be. Got it.
I don't think he's had. I just don't think he's had way worse. I think this is the worst team he's had.
That's nuts.
It is.
Oh my God.
I statistically think this is the worst team he's had.
Yeah.
I mean, his first Cavaliers team he took to the finals, he had a lot of vets, like you said. Like that might have been key.
That's not the key, because even if veteran leadership, they don't make the playoffs. It's not just look. You can have veterans on your team and still not make the playoffs. And
but that's not the point we're making. That's the point you guys want to leave on. The point we're making
is
a
healthy balance of veteran.
They don't.
They do.
They're terrible.
But they have the same amount of balance as the Cavaliers did last year.
Oh, I'm gonna go right here.
Go ahead. No, but I'm talking about the veteran leadership. They had the same amount of veterans on the Cavs that they did the Lakers. The Lakers have at least 5 or 6 veterans on their team. So it's like it's not a completely young team.
Here we go. They have 4 guys, including LeBron, but we're taking LeBron out of the equation, right? Right? We're taking LeBron out of the equation. They have 4 guys with any experience over 10 years. One of those guys is Tyson Chandler, came in the middle of the year. Another one of those guys is JaVale McGee, and the third guy is Rajon Rondo. The people they rely on the most their franchise, their backbone that the Lakers want is Brandon Ingram, 2 years. Lonzo Ball, 1 year. Kyle Kuzma, 1 year. Josh Hart, 1 year. Reggie Bullock has only been 5.
Players.
Muscala only has 5. Wagner is a rookie. Wagner is a rookie. Caldwell Pope has 5 years.
I want to see LeBron.
It is all inexperienced young people.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
How do you go from being a dude that's supposed to be the best player in the game, the self-imposed GOAT, that could take
not the self,
that could take trash, as people say, to the finals.
A lot of people.
But as soon as you get to the West, you can't even make the playoffs. I don't understand that.
Injured.
I'm gonna raise you one even better.
One time.
19 games.
The one man.
No, I agree.
And even after he got back from the 19 games, they played defense even worse. With him there on the team.
But if he goes to the playoffs next year, then what?
If he goes to the playoffs, I never say he was whack. I never said that. I never said he was whack. I never say he was whack.
First of all, I said LeBron. I'm the one that said LeBron was still the best player in the league.
But if he's the best player,
but look, I'll raise you one better. Why is it
comparing him? If he's better than anybody in the league, how is he not worthy enough to take a team to the playoffs in the Western Conference if any other person in the league on the Western Conference made it?
I never said he wasn't worthy. I said he just hasn't done it.
But if he switched positions with anybody, he could have did it, right?
I said no. I said there's nobody in the league now that could take that Lakers team to the playoffs. I said that.
Okay, so why?
I said if anybody could have, it would be LeBron. But I'm saying that's why I'm disappointed because he didn't.
Okay, but you're saying that like he can't do it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he can. That's why I'm disappointed because he can do it.
But if he was not injured, I believe he would have done it.
I think it would have been easier for him to do it. But I still think even though he got injured, he still could have brought them to the playoffs.
He could have and should have. That's what I say.
But that AD situation is what crippled the chemistry. It wasn't injuries. They didn't want to play for the Lakers. If you watched them after that, they was
that's why I said Kobe would have did it because Kobe from Jump Street, he'd have been, I'm rocking out with these dudes.
From jump, he's not getting rid of nobody.
I guess, but
and
you can't measure chemistry. You can only
because he would have held everybody accountable on defense.
You can only measure
when a young player got to push you into another player to try to play defense.
Yeah,
when have you ever seen somebody have to do that with Kobe?
Never. That's a bad look. There's a lot of bad looks from LeBron this year. I'm just really disappointed in, honestly. It wasn't just his play on the court. It's just his demeanor, his posture sometimes on the bench. I didn't appreciate his leadership this year. I think he could have done a lot better.
I think we're harping on like singular moments when truth be told, and I'll just point it out, this Laker team is terrible. This Laker team isn't good. This Laker team is nowhere near good. And again, this is a team sport. So the fact that we're even having a conversation where we're like, oh, it should be LeBron's job to carry the team. He is the leader, truth be told, yes, but LeBron doesn't score 100 points a game. LeBron doesn't score 110 points a game to beat these teams. It does take some semblance of a team to help. Even in Cleveland, he had some semblance of a team.
But
this Laker team.
But when you listen to what these LeBron fanatics say about, oh, LeBron could carry trash to the finals. This is what they say. They say this.
No, I agree because I think they look back in retrospect and see he has carried trash to the finals. But this Laker team, like I said, is a new kind of trash. It's brand new trash. Trash that hasn't even experienced like anything in the league yet.
I disagree.
I think we should just agree to disagree. Yeah. I think no matter what, even if you told us to like. There's always going to be, like, the thin line between LeBron lovers and LeBron haters, and it's just going... Not to say anybody's a hater, but I'm just saying, like, you're always going to have this agree to disagree situation when it comes to somebody. I'm sure Jordan had him. So, I mean, there's nothing to do. But I do want to say before we move on from basketball, Chris Paul got ejected in the final seconds of the game.
Yes.
Of course he did.
I missed that.
Get him out of here.
I missed that. What happened?
Get him out of here. I think he got caught a tech. He was mad over a play.
That's normal Chris Paul stuff.
Get him out of here.
That's normal.
Come back for game 2.
Wow.
Come back for game 2.
Chris.
That just shows his mindset for everything.
Let's talk about this. Can we talk about because I'm really trying to get to Avengers, right?
I know we're gonna talk about
because I want to hit that Nipsey situation first.
I just put Nate on it. He's actually looking at it right now.
So right now there was a video circulating about this girl who was defacing a mural that was in Connecticut of Nipsey Hussle, and it seemed like she was proud of it. I don't know the story behind it. I don't know how personal it was, but completely disrespectful. I mean, she needs to be safe now. She needs to find cover because her face is on the camera. So I don't want to wish harm on nobody, but it's not gonna look good.
It don't even matter to me because you stupid. First of all, you stupid for doing it, and then you videotaped yourself doing it.
Yeah.
So
she didn't videotape her friend videotaped her, but I mean, somebody who was with her, somebody who wasn't with her, videotaped it. But this is my first time seeing the video, but like that just shows what type of world we live in right now. Like
I think like kind of how we was talking about last week about generations, you know, being influenced by, you know, their parents or their grandparents, whatever. I just want, you know, people to know that we are just like maybe a bit more crazy than our grandparents and parents. So stuff like this usually doesn't end good, and I don't want to say like put that negative energy out there, but it's more just likely just saying the truth. So she may think, okay, her grandparents or her parents might have been okay doing that. She's like, okay, I'm about to make a statement for myself. But we live in an age of, first of all, social media. So that's going everywhere in seconds. And then your face is out there. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're just dumber now.
It's deeper than just the surface level of disrespect, right? Because it's obviously disrespectful. You're defacing a mural of somebody that's important to a lot of communities, right? But it's deeper than that. I think there's been a lot of instances where people have been trying to stop the positive energy that's been surrounding Nipsey's passing, right? There's been a lot of positive that's been happening, and people have been doing stupid things. Kodak, the white woman from Fox, I'm not going to say her name, this imbecile. There's been a lot of people who've been trying to stop this positive energy. So my words to the people, honestly, don't even give in to the foolishness, to this clown nature. Like, just let it go. Just let it come and go. Because this is what they want. They want you to be up in arms. They want you to get that negative energy back to it. Let's just continue to be positive and march on forward. I mean, and let karma handle the rest. It's highly disrespectful, but
I'm a agree and disagree at the same time. I'm gonna agree with the fact that we should just move on from it. I guess the part that I disagree is about this story. I relatively just don't care. And the reason I don't care is because clout chasers are gonna be clout chasers. And even if we say like remain positive, somebody's always gonna be chasing clout. During the whole video, you can hear her say, "Follow me on Facebook." It really is just for it's just so it's not gonna stop. Like, and the more we feed into the energy of people doing it, they're just gonna keep doing it no matter what. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just like the story. I just gave no attention. It is what it is. And you know what? This doesn't take away from the fact of who Nipsey was. You know, it was a mural. It can be painted. It can be painted again.
Just a wall.
Yeah, it's just a wall. It can be painted again. But you know, like the behavior, like that person, they will get what's coming to them. You know, it's not saying I'm not saying it'll come from this situation, but the behavior that they display will come back and bite them eventually.
Yep.
And let that be that.
Yep. I agree.
But what is good energy? I want to talk about Jay-Z's performance.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jay-Z, Jay, Hov, Jigga. Thank you for that Nipsey freestyle. Man, did he really put it into perspective?
He went off.
And who better?
So
who better than Top of the Top? Who better than Top of the Top? I mean, I had to watch it at least 30
What
times.
What performance you talking about?
The B-side performance from his concert at Webster Hall.
I don't see it.
Oh, okay. We gotta put you on.
Saw a little piece of it.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It's on Tidal?
I didn't see it on Tidal. I saw it on YouTube.
I wouldn't be surprised with it though.
Yeah. But he really broke it down. He broke Nipsey's movement down. He broke what we should be focusing on in the future down. He was a real OG. He gave us the game that we needed moving forward. Like, this happened to us. This is what he was about, and this is what I'm sure he would like to do moving forward. It was beautiful, man. It's just like,
man, that white girl got me tight right now.
See, this is what they want. This is what they want. Leave the clown stuff alone.
Yeah.
Leave the clown stuff alone. It's just a wool. Like the message that's in our hearts from Nipsey is still burning harder than that stupidity, man. That's nonsense. But Jay, man, this is what he spoke about that in the rhyme. Like he spoke about the energy shift. Like they want us to be this, but we gotta be that. So this is what we gotta follow, man. I appreciate Hov for that. I really do.
And we was talking about that last week. It was like there's still people out here that's gonna continue movement. He was on our list of people, along with J. Cole, along with
Kendrick.
I can't remember.
Kendrick. There's a lot of them too. Kendrick.
I started rapping Humble in my head, and that was kind of like.
But you know, like for Jay to say something like they took Nip out before he could give me all the jewels. He said me and Nipsey had jewels to split. Like for Jay to look to Nipsey to be like, I could have got jewels from this young king. That's man, there's no bigger honor than that in our community as far as entertainment. Like,
and that's when like I'd be like
top of the top.
I'd be so excited, like stuff like that when they be like, there's room for everybody. That's exactly what it is. It's like you could be the oldest head in the situation and still gain from something.
I agree.
You could take something from the youngest person. Like wisdom has no age.
Yep.
So at least I believe that personally.
That was beautiful, man. Beautiful. If y'all haven't seen the performance, YouTube it. YouTube Jay-Z's Nipsey freestyle Webster Hall B-side concert. Yeah.
Was Bear there?
Everybody was there. It was a star-studded event. All the heavy hitters was there. Swiss was there. Pharrell popped up. Missy.
Drake there?
Drake ain't invited to these type of events. I don't know why. Pretty much everybody was at Rock Nation brunch.
Drake not a heavy hitter apparently.
Guy drafted by the Giants just got shot.
Yeah.
Hours after the draft.
Yeah. He's all right though. I seen it.
Really?
Yeah, he's all right now. He said he was all right.
Wow.
He live in New York?
That's wild.
Some guy that got drafted by the Giants.
Yeah, somebody brought up the New York Giants got shot, but from what I saw on Twitter, he's okay.
Okay.
So
Was it the first
speedy
guy?
recovery.
The first guy they killed?
No.
Oh.
I think he was a linebacker.
Okay.
But yeah, speedy recovery to him, man. He said he's good. He said it's not gonna affect him, so we got good news out of that.
That's crazy.
But is it time to get to Avengers
Okay,
now?
so wait. Let's
I'm hyped, yo. I
regroup
can't wait.
because we have some demands in the chat, and I just.
All right, what we got?
Wait, no, but it's the opposite.
Okay.
So our man Edward, he's like, no spoilers for Avengers.
Oh, Edward. Spoiler alert, Edward.
You
Mute the chat.
I have to talk about it.
Mute the chat.
Hold on.
Edward been
It's
here the whole time,
It's like
and I
delayed
feel bad.
because I'm still eating, so
No, it's
I
good.
think we should tell him just to log off.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that.
I don't.
I watched it twice.
Edward, mute
If you
the
didn't see
chat.
it by now,
We gonna put up a peace sign when you can come back in. Like we gonna be like this, and then you can jump right back in. You can unmute it. I promise.
We don't want to ruin it for you.
I watched it twice. I have to tell. So I have to
Shout
talk
out to
about
Edward
something.
though, man. We appreciate you logging in though.
Don't say nothing yet. I want to give him a few seconds to regroup. See, he said I gotta go, so we gotta give him time.
Edward, come right back in. Give us like 30, 40 minutes. We're gonna come back into basketball.
just 30.
Like 10 minutes.
10 minutes for yourself. I got a lot to spoil.
Well, I already spoiled it.
But thank you for timing
There's
in,
a lot to
Edward.
spoil.
Yeah,
A lot
If you
more.
can't come back. Thank you for your comments.
Yeah, Edward, please come back in, man. We appreciate the
But
input.
he said BRB, alright, so you're gonna come back. But alright,
Bet.
so
Spoiler alert.
Rest in peace, Tony Starks.
this guy.
Right in it.
I hope you left.
This is why we gotta have.
So I
people
just came back from watching it a second time, so now I was looking at it like a third eye type of
Yeah,
thing.
same here.
Yeah, I just came back. That's the reason I was
want
like,
to go so bad.
yo, it was amazing.
tonight.
I went to the Main Street joint. You know what I'm saying?
You went to the Main Street?
Handsome and Alejandro. Yeah,
Yeah, how
it
was
was
it?
nice. They just literally called me like last minute. It was like, yo, we here. Like, we just want to know where you was at. I was like, all right, cool, I'm coming. It was dope.
So let's get
I'll
into
definitely
it.
go watch it again.
All right, so let's get into what
Are we starting from top to bottom or what?
Let's just start with what we liked. Can we
I
start
think
with
we
that?
all like have our favorite moment.
Yeah, so let's go with that.
What was your favorite moment? I didn't really get to hear it from you.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, probably the end.
The girl power moment.
No. It was dope though.
That
That's
lasted for like
the
10
end scene
seconds.
where everybody showed up, all the Avengers showed up through the portal. There was like, yo, Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That was pretty much everyone's favorite. But then it varies when it's the second favorite moment. I already told y'all where I liked it when Captain America wielded the hammer.
The hammer.
The only thing I didn't like about that moment was he did all of that and Thanos just like got up like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Thor had both the hammers and he still got knocked to the ground. So I knew that one hammer wasn't gonna do it.
I mean,
it was cool to see.
It was dope.
It was just a dope moment.
Yeah.
Come on, you really knew that Cap was gonna take what's the name down just like
That's a fact. That comic with that comic book kid inside.
But he could have acted like he was hurt a little bit.
He did. He grimaced on the floor. He was grimacing.
I looked at it again.
I seen it. I was just watching it in the room.
That man just got up like that.
But he hurt him a little bit though. Huh? Oh yeah, that's true. You know, I was watching a clip.
So you did what in your room?
I was dreaming about it. I was replaying it in my mind.
Somebody else posted a clip.
Yeah, come on, y'all can't keep doing that.
Marvel Universe.
So my favorite moment was
But
when
he did pay for it the first time.
when what do you mean first time?
I feel like
only seen it one time. Only seen it one time.
Wow.
Yeah, one time.
You just said you.
I was dreaming about it. That's what I was talking about.
My rule is if it's a movie that you really care about or you actually have standards for it, you pay for it. Once you pay for it one time, balls in the air at that moment.
Hey, Hail Mary. My favorite moment was definitely when the portal started opening and all the different characters started coming in from different areas. I screamed in the middle.
The most exciting characters.
I don't know if y'all heard me. You was right next to me. I was going crazy.
The most exciting characters first was Black Panther, of course, because that was like, oh snap, what's happening?
Spider-Man coming in.
Spider-Man was like,
I almost shed a tear when I saw Spidey, man.
Everybody was happy to see Spidey.
Oh man,
Spidey's back.
Spidey is back. But when Tony reached in for the hug, he was like, "What are you doing?" And he reached in. He's like, "Oh, this is nice." Oh, like,
bro.
Yo, I can't give you the cry, man. It's supposed to be a happy moment.
Honestly, I thought maybe, because, you know, he has a kid now, right? So
Yeah.
I thought maybe him wanting to have a kid would have been through Spidey. You know, like, because they have such a connection.
Right, like his adopted kid.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought that was going to be what they gave him a kid.
And he got a chance to go back in time and meet his father and be like,
that was one of the most beautiful moments.
He noticed how hard he was on him, but realized it was all for the good,
right?
And how hard he was being on Spidey,
right? Yeah.
Wow.
But let me see. Let's take it even fuller than that, right?
Let's go there.
We seen Jarvis, y'all.
Fact.
We seen Jarvis.
Who's that?
The AI. Remember the entire. He was most of the Marvel cinematics. He was the AI.
Drove his father around.
Yeah, but he was the butler. So apparently Tony grew up with this butler Jarvis, and I'm assuming when he died, he used him as the AI to be, I guess, a server to his technology. We seen Jarvis, y'all.
I didn't know he was an
I didn't even know that was that even that.
Yeah, it was a lot of those nods. I was just like,
there was a lot of little things. There's a lot of little things in there. Like there's a lot of little things where you had to be like a super like comic head to like little subtle.
But
things.
that's what was making me tear up, like, cause I'm like, dang man, I grew up on these stories, and it's like they didn't mention a lot of that in a Marvel Cinematic Universe, but this movie they did.
I didn't see
everything. See, that's why I told you I knew when Thor's hammer was on the ground and started moving.
You knew it was going to be Captain America because he did wield it.
Captain America.
And I went back and I saw it. He did wield it in the comics.
And I stated this for y'all, but I didn't say this on this yet. Best movie ever, all time.
Oh, for sure.
Emotionally,
easily.
Money put up,
easily.
Everything. This is the one. Oh yeah, I went to watch for the second time. Went to the Main Street. It was like majority like Jewish people.
Oh, that's where we should go.
No emotion in there. Like it was sad. Like we clapped twice because I started it.
Oh, I hate crowds like that.
Yeah, I mean, I expect that from
They even go see it.
Iron Man died. You don't hear nothing.
Oh, you talking about the Jew? Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised they even went to go see it.
Like that shows you the audience that they got.
Thor making these jokes. No one's laughing. No one it's sad. You thought somebody died in there.
Wow, that's tough.
I was like, wow. I wish I recorded that.
That's how it was when me and you went to go see Captain Marvel. in Atlanta.
Yeah, like
it was nothing.
I have to be with the true
Nothing.
fans. I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't. I need the energy.
That's why I always like going like the first weekend. Cause those when the die-hard fans are there to like watch it. But
and I'm gonna be one of the only people in the movie theater I'll be clapping. That's me. Like I'm that person in the movie theater that will jump, laugh, all that. Like I'm loud.
And I would just like to confess, and I'm proud that I cried.
Oh, for sure. Oh my God. I was at the edge of my seat tearing up.
The
when Tony was.
wouldn't
Oh
stop.
man.
I felt like a family member just.
For real.
Like
it was hard.
Like that.
It was hard.
I'm telling you, the hardest part and what broke me was when she said, "You can rest now."
Oh.
I was like, dog.
It was like, yo, Marvel, chill.
Like, why would you do that?
They should have known he was gonna go.
I knew. And you.
Because if they did that to Thanos and the Hulk, when they did the snap with the Infinity.
Yeah.
All you knew once he did it, I was like, he
can't handle it.
He done.
He can't handle it.
The suit told her that she was done.
Yeah, critical. And then when the light went out, it was just so many moments that just brought you to the point of like.
And Spider-Man knows how to bring out emotion, cause like in
Tom
Infinity
Holland
War,
is amazing
when
at bringing that out
like
of you.
Dusting, that was hard. And
that was
then
tough too.
When he was talking to Tony and he was like, "I'm sorry," I was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
that's crazy."
Come on, Mr. Stark. Oh man.
I was like, bro.
It was like the same type of cry that he did to Mr. Stark before, but reverse.
Yeah.
Because he was the one dying.
Going.
It was hard, man. I was like, you gonna do this to us again with
right.
him? Again? Marvel? All right. It's cool.
One of my favorite parts in the movie, though, is early. Like, Thor kind of like...
Oh, he asked him in the first 10, 20 minutes. I was like, yo, what's this movie gonna be about now?
That was quick.
All right.
I was shocked, but I was like, yeah, finally.
Everybody by surprise. He was like, oh, Thanos is dead?
You know what? Everyone had their moment, and that was fans of Thor's moment right there. To see him just being like that.
The line was amazing.
The rest of the movie, he was Fat Thor.
He performed one of the greatest performances I've ever seen from a person who's not really that big. Like, that's prosthetic. And he
had to walk down pad.
Played that. So for the first time, we got to marvel at Thor, not just from his physique, but just from his performance. So we really got to appreciate Chris Hemsworth's performing for the first time in this cinematic universe, without just having to be like, oh, look, he's chiseled and all the women are. None of that here. You get a fat.
I mean, you kind of get that. You kind of get that in Ragnarok, so.
No, Thor wasn't fat.
No, not for nothing.
I know he wasn't fat. I'm talking about performance.
Not for nothing, but the universe was saved by a rat.
We was all saying that. He didn't get no recognition.
No recognition.
That was Master Splinter.
By a rat.
That was Master Splinter.
talking about
boom. No, he talking about the rat that released Ant-Man. To release Ant-Man.
Remember the rat walked on the controls and turned the fan on?
Oh, you're right.
I'm like, yo.
That's true.
But that just shows you how strong Doctor Strange is. That he saw that every little detail was going to result to this end game. He saw that rat saving
And when
the
he
universe.
did that thing at the end, he was looking at Tony.
Oh, he put up the one
finger.
I wanted to hit Doctor Strange so hard.
I was like, really?
Why don't you touch the glove? You knew that he was going to kill himself. If you knew that's all it took, you watching him. You grab the glove.
Part of the millions of scenarios he saw.
But if he didn't, if he would have left, all that water would have came on him. So I understand.
Oh yeah, he was being Moses. I forgot.
That's true. He was holding that water
He
up.
was trying to.
He was. There's a lot of. Okay, so I want to talk about something that I wish would have happened. Right? Yeah, I remember the scene when they went back to New York, 2012, and Hulk went to the what's the name? Supreme, Warrior Supreme or something like that. Ancient Supreme. The ball-headed.
Oh right.
With the yellow one.
Right.
Sorcerer
Supreme, right. I wish that would have been Tony that went to see her instead of Hulk. Because it was Tony that had the conversation with Strange. And it was Tony, it was Strange that told Tony, I had to, it was no other choice. So Tony telling her that would have been more fitting.
Because Hulk wasn't even there.
He wasn't there. So I think Tony saying that would have been more fitting for me. I would have liked that better.
But Tony couldn't go there. He couldn't go there. He had to go.
Right, he had to go back to Avengers Tower.
Right, no, I understand that, but what I'm saying is...
You just wish it would have been Tony.
Yeah, just to see it, right? Like, of course it makes sense, because Hulk couldn't have did it, right? Yeah. But I would have liked to see that somehow, where it's like, he's telling her that, And she's like, oh, really? He said that? He's the best of us. But it just would have made more sense.
Well, yeah, but maybe because, did he really? Because I don't think he said that. When he met with her and he was like, he explained why he needed it, and he said Doctor Strange gave it to Tony.
No, he questioned. He said, why would he give it away then?
She questioned.
No, he questioned to her. He was like, well, why would he give the stone away? And then she's like, gave the stone away. She was confused.
Yeah.
So that's when she was like, oh, well, if he did it, then it must be for a reason.
Well, they gave them an extra, 5 minutes of, script.
My thing is, I know it's a movie, but it's like, you're going to really go off his words. How do you know he gave it to her?
Universe is
Fact check.
danger.
Well, she's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Well, she knew.
So her consciousness...
Nobody really know he had it, right?
But
No.
But she kind of looked, because remember, she was like, oh, you're 5 years too early.
I was just about to say, she knew. Like, her consciousness is way developed.
She was like, oh, he's still doing surgeries and everything like that. So she
knew he was
going
to be
Strange.
Yeah.
JC just wasn't there yet. So
she knew he was going to be a master sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So she already had this idea, right? But I don't think she knew that he gave the stone away.
Yeah.
But she knew that if anybody would have given it away and she could have trusted it, it would have been Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So that's why she was like, well, if he did, then I have to go with what he said.
See, that's why people sleep on Strange. I low-key think people sleep on Doctor Strange a lot more than they should.
I think he's going to lead the Avengers.
Yeah, he's going to be a big leader in the
No
next phase.
one can beat him.
It's going to be tough, too, because he could just see things ahead of what it is.
I'd like to see a more extensive fight scene between the two Caps. I'd like to see that.
Oh, that would have been
I'd like to see that.
Yeah,
because
their combat was fire. I want to see it last longer.
I enjoyed the fact that it was so many things. It was comedy, it was emotional, it was actually.
That is America's ass. That was hilarious.
That was funny.
That was hilarious.
That is America's ass.
That is America's ass. That was hilarious.
That part played in the movie. Now, the first time, it was all good, but the second time I seen it, I was with a whole bunch of Jewish people. No emotion after that.
That's
emotion.
tough, man. I can't be in a dry audience like that.
I'm like,
that's tough.
Well,
but y'all still enjoyed it though, regardless.
yeah, we enjoyed it because we seen it already.
Word.
So I was just like, even in the movie, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I said that loud. I'm like, really? I was like, I'm glad this was not my first time. Because I'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
I really like that part in the elevator when Cap plays him.
Oh, Hydra! We got Hydra Captain America.
And he just walked out with the thing like, yeah, I just told you out.
The Russos really, or whoever was the screenplay writers for this, they really gave us comic book fans the majority of what we wanted.
They tied everything.
They really
together.
listened. We got Hydra Captain America. I mean, of course, it was only 10 seconds, right? 5 seconds, but we got Hydra Captain America. That was a huge deal. When he said that in the theater,
people went crazy.
Everybody went nuts. And in Thor 2, we got so many different versions of Thor. Mm-hmm. If you really go back from the first Thor till now, we got the complete Thor. We got chunky Thor with both hammers. The braided beard, Viking Thor.
Oh, right. People went crazy for that.
Fire!
People went crazy for that.
I grew up on these comics, man. It's like, it was so dope to see them put it all on the screen.
I thought it was so funny on the Cap fight. When he was like, I don't want to hurt you, and he started fighting him. He was like, I could do this all day. He's like,
I know.
I am you.
He said, I know.
Yeah.
We could both do this.
They was going at it, boy.
That was fun. And they fell like 25 feet from the air.
And they was hitting stuff as they was
they was ping-ponging, and they got right back up. Like, Captain's real strong.
At the end, when Cap went away and he came back old, did y'all catch Bucky saying, like, what did he say to him? He said, I'm going to miss you.
Oh.
He knew.
Yeah, but I didn't catch it the first time.
Yeah, he knew.
The second time, I knew that kind of he knew, but the fact that he said that, and he said that to him, I was like, wow, he really did know.
Yeah.
And he said, you're going to take all the stupid with you?
Yeah.
He knew.
You want to take all the stupid with you?
And that's why he told Sam when he was standing there, he said, go to him.
Yeah.
Because he already knew. He didn't say, well, who is that? He knew.
Yeah, he knew.
And I love the fact that they gave that Cap is not dead, but he still left. But on his own turn. They gave Cap the win. And I was
They let him retire.
Yeah, like he got to retire.
He got the win. He saved the world.
I was so happy
He got
for
the
him.
girl. What better way? Iron Man. He died saving the universe.
Right.
Literally saving the universe. What better way to go out?
I agree. And if you look at Pep, the last line she like Munch said, she said, you could rest now.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire cinematic universe, Tony was always kind of, well, ever since Avengers really, he's always kind of had PTSD. like he couldn't really be himself because he was so focused on out there.
What his father said his life has been for the greater good, outweighed his personal desires.
That was a big line too.
And that's exactly what he did.
He took that with him at the end. That's a good point.
And also what she said to him when they was before he even went and fixing the time machine.
Yeah.
She was like, "Would you be able
to rest?" I caught that when I watched that.
Yeah. And when she said it at the end.
Huh? The second time?
When I was dreaming about it the second time.
That was a good play on going full circle.
Yeah, that was beautiful too. But you know what I love now, and I just been saying it. I love you 3000.
I know.
I just love that. I love you 3000. That's just like my favorite line now. I just say that all the time now.
I love like looking on the internet and everybody has like
pictures.
Yeah, Avengers spoilers without context.
Right. Yeah.
And like they'll have like like cheeseburger. Or,
yeah, I want a cheeseburger.
I'm gonna get a cheeseburger right after this.
Come on.
I wonder what kind of toppings he like.
Remember when Iron Man first got out of the imprisonment in Iron Man 1?
Yeah.
And the first thing he asked him was, what do you want? He said, I want a cheeseburger. I was like, Marvel.
They tie everything.
I'm going to give you all the cheeseburgers you want.
They put a lot of thought into this. Dada, you kind of silent right now.
Yeah, bro. Get in this.
I'm not. It's not that I'm silent. I don't want to ruin the enthusiasm with my filmmaker talk.
I knew it was coming.
Oh, now.
I knew here comes the director.
I want to hear this. I want to hear
director
this.
Cliff Notes.
Because no matter what you say, you can't erase how somebody feels. So, bro, take the floor.
No, I don't have anything bad to say about the movie. I actually
greatest movie of all time.
Not the greatest movie of all time, but it is definitely the best superhero movie we've ever gotten on.
I don't even want to put it there. I think it's better. I think it's bigger than that.
The emotion that's put into it, the work that's put into it, the time, the storylines that have been put into it, there's nothing greater than that.
I disagree, but again, that's because what the best is subjective. Alright, it's subjective.
I didn't see Winter Soldier yet.
Who didn't see Winter Soldier? Bro, you didn't see Winter Soldier?
I've never seen Winter Soldier.
All the movies you've seen, you've never seen that? Even I've seen that.
He told me that after the movie. I was shocked. I was like, yo, I can't believe you didn't see that.
Even I've seen that, and I don't watch nothing.
I didn't miss anything in it. I saw it.
You have.
No, I didn't. The events that happened in Winter Soldier trickled down to the TV show, so I knew what happened.
I said you
said you gotta watch it. Kid.
That elevator scene where he said Hail Hydra was Winter Soldier.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying. The events that happened in Winter Soldier happened in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well, like the betrayal of the. I get it, but I mean I still got the majority.
You gotta watch it though.
That's like saying
you still gotta see it. You gotta see it.
Yeah, because that's like saying I didn't see Avengers, but I seen Spider-Man: Homecoming. You knew everything that happened in New York when you see Spider-Man: Homecoming, because they tell you all the devastation. But you still gotta see Avengers though.
I'm there. Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Disappointed.
Whatever you say at this point, no credibility.
Disappointed, but I still love you, 2000.
It's a good movie. I enjoyed the movie. I appreciate. I mean, the best part. Now that I'm thinking about it, the best part is actually the beginning of the movie. Because it sets the stage for
immediately.
What the rest of the movie is sort of gonna be about. Yeah. It's definitely the best opening Marvel had in a movie. Well, not just the like people disappearing, but the emotional attachment that's about to come with everything that's happened in this movie. You know what I mean? Like we knew people disappeared, but it's like, are you ready for the aftermath? You know, like sort of set yourself up like Hawkeye had to. For what is about to come, you know?
I agree.
And it showed, like, how his character changes emotionally. Because, you know, he goes on this huge rampage.
Turns into Ronin and just goes on this killing spree of all the cartel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you know what? I'm glad. Okay, so 2 points, right? To your point, bro, I like the fact that it started off that way because within 5 seconds, you immediately felt an emotion. You immediately felt sad because you anticipated what's going to happen. We all knew, right? Yeah. So that the movie just starts off bringing the emotion out of you. The second point to that, I like the fact that they killed off Natasha Romanoff.
I wanted to talk about that. I didn't expect that.
I'm deeply saddened by it, right? I was hurt. But I like that.
I had a feeling.
I did too.
Between the both of them,
yeah.
they was both standing there. I had a feeling. I was like,
yeah.
watch, this one wound up.
Because the movie was showing that they're more invested in Ronan than Natasha.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have his redemption story yet, right? And I feel like by Ronan still being alive, you can spin that off. Like we can do spin-off TV shows or movies to that character Ronan. Because remember, War Machine, I forgot his real name. Ronan, he said I don't even want to catch him because of all the things that he's done. He's afraid of what the government was going to do to him because he was going on a vicious killing spree. Yeah. I would love to see that journey. I would love to see him be Ronan and just go crazy. I would love to see that action movie. Yes.
I like that.
They could spin that off.
I didn't expect it though. Like if there was people who I thought they were gonna kill, it was gonna be between Iron Man, Thor, and Cap. Those three. I did
too. Especially when they were circling about to fight Thanos. Right. I like one of them was gonna go.
Because they always kept showing that one clip of them just walking towards him, and I was like.
I think there's one thing that they messed up on in this movie.
What's that?
That when Natasha died, I still don't understand why he didn't turn into the angry Hulk.
Yeah,
right. That's what when she died, I just knew after that. I said when he finds out,
he's gonna go crazy.
And he's gonna get mad strong and I think that was gonna happen, but that never happened.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
There was no reason for it to happen. There was no need.
Why not?
How come?
Because her death was a sacrifice rather than someone killing her.
But
okay, but he loved her, and you already know, like, that's the whole saying. The madder Hulk gets, the stronger he gets. So once he found out she was dead, he was supposed to. I thought he was gonna wild out.
Yeah, I think the Hulk was gonna.
When he found out they was dead and they was all standing on a little raft thing, whatever, the little wooden thing. It's a point. Maybe you gotta see it to actually catch how funny it was, but. He got mad and threw the bench. Like he said, blah, blah. And then he just started talking regular. I was like, dang, the level just went up and down real quick.
Yeah, that's scary.
It was
no, go ahead.
No, with the Hulk when they were in New York and like they saw
the
old Hulk. And he got mad and embarrassed.
He's like, just look normal.
He was not with it at all.
But when they first seen the old Hulk, there was two soldiers. He smashed in the ground. He smashed the car over. The soldier with the gun on him just started running. And then after Hulk smashed the guy again, he ran for the other one. I was like, oh my God.
I'm glad you brought up the point of Hulk and Natasha though, because that's another thing I didn't appreciate. Well, not even I didn't appreciate. I wish I would have seen the movie. When Thanos used the glove and he snapped, he got a trip to the Soul Gem to see Gamora. I would have liked to see Hulk get that closure like everybody else did in the film when he snapped his fingers and realized he can't bring Natasha back. I wanted to see him see Natasha in the Soul Gem.
Well, could you like make an excuse of because Thanos was the one to sacrifice Gamora, and since I guess technically
anybody that dies for the Soul Gem gets trapped in the Soul Gem. Like that's a whole world called Soul.
Remember, because he said specifically, you're only snapping to bring people back. Maybe Thanos snapped for that and that.
No, but you get.
He tried to get her back. He was like, I tried to bring her back.
Right, but what I'm saying is you can't. But if you get sacrificed, or if you sacrifice for the Soul Gem, there's no coming back, right? Like you're trapped in the Soul Gem. That's a whole world. But Thanos got a trip to that when he snapped, right? Hulk should have got that same thing.
So do you think she's still alive, but just in that Soul Gem?
No, her brains was all over the floor.
Wow,
she's done.
Wow,
her brains was all over the floor. She's gone. I'm sorry. She's in the Soul Gem. I just wanted to. That for me would have been like, yeah. Hulk got the closure. He still would have been sad, but he got that closure in his heart. I feel like he's the only one that didn't get it. At the end, he was sad at the funeral. Like, I hope she know we won. If he would have went into the Soul Gem and said, we won, that would have made me cry. To see them embrace and him say, we won.
End credit scene. That'd been dope.
Yeah.
End credit scene.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really wanted an end credit scene. I know we got 3 hours, but I guess I'm being greedy. But
you know why? I like the fact that they didn't do it. We're not getting an end credit scene for Endgame because this doesn't end Phase 3. Spider-Man Far From Home ends Phase 3.
You did say that.
So I think the post-credit scene for that movie is going to give us a glimpse to Phase 4 of what we're going to see and the threat that we're going to see in Phase 4.
You probably right.
And that's going to be exciting. That's going to be interesting, too, because, remember, Spider-Man's 5 years younger than most of the people in the world. And I want to know, we was having a discussion in the group chat, how's life going to be with people who's 5 years older than 5 years older than you, and all the people that are 5 years younger? It's going to be two different worlds in Far From Home.
Yeah, I want to see how they do that. That's going to
be dope.
Some serious detail. But then,
Who's going to be the new leader of the Avengers?
I would say Doctor Strange.
I would too. At least right now.
I think he's going to be out the way.
But it's hard though because he's in New York. He's based in New York. He has to stay inside the thing.
I don't think he's gonna be leader of the Avengers.
No.
Because his whole thing is just like protecting their world from like the spirit world or whatever it is. So
I think the movies would be too easy with him. I think it has to be a struggle. It has to be battles. Like he'll make it too easy.
Do you think maybe Falcon could take over?
Like Spider-Man.
It could be. It could be.
He becomes the new Captain America.
Yeah.
I think it might take time.
You know, during I didn't do it. I wanted to scream out.
What?
During the movie when he gave him the shield, like, now we got a black cat. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was hyped. That's following the comics too. I was so hyped when I saw that. I was like, yeah, we finally gonna get a black cat. But is he gonna be as strong as Cap though?
He doesn't have his powers. They're about to drag him.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna take time. Like I don't think he's going to be.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be a minute, but I think he'll eventually get there.
Like, and then no matter what he do, they're gonna be like, "You're not the real Cap. Like you didn't fight Thanos. Where was you at? You was flying around. You wasn't. You ain't get hit by Thanos. Like you do whatever you want to do. You're not. Nah.
Oh my gosh, that moment when Cap was like, Avengers assemble.
Oh, we finally got it. Yes. Good point.
I personally love that part. That part got to
me. He didn't say assemble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he caught,
I didn't even catch
he said Avengers, he caught Mjolnir, and then they zoomed in on him. He said, assemble.
Yeah.
He said it so cool.
I did miss that.
Really?
No,
that was one of the biggest moments in the movie.
I didn't even hear that.
I was like, we finally got Cap to say Avengers assemble.
It was awesome.
And then that's when everybody was like, yo, they was charging. Bro, I was
he had all the moments, like the right sayings and everything. I'm like, oh
yeah,
God,
they was hitting all
like
the
let's go. But
keep you hyped.
Like he went out like a G. His last battle, all those people right there. He didn't know people was gonna be behind him. He got up like, all right, let's
gotta do it.
Let's do it.
Yo, that's a good point because that shot to me was cinematically that shot where all of the army of Thanos was coming at Cap and it was just him, and you seen everything from the floor to the sky just closing in. I was like, that was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, that was dope.
That's
was like, yo,
worthy.
As soon as he said we're gonna do this to the world, he got back up.
Yep.
Let's go. That's Captain America right
there. His shield was all broken up and he didn't care.
Half a shield and he was ready.
Who had his back?
Ooh, another great point. When they first came back, and you heard Sam say, here's another nod, again, from a Captain America movie. And you heard, on your left.
Yeah.
No.
They say that.
I was like, dude, they're listening. They're listening.
On your left.
So that's a nod from Captain America 1 when they were racing, and he said the same thing, on your left, as he was passing.
That wasn't Captain America 1.
No, that was Winter Soldier. That was Winter Soldier, right.
Watch Winter Soldier.
Watch Winter Soldier.
Watch Winter. It's a good movie. Just watch.
Yeah.
On your left.
That was beautiful, man. There was a lot of moments like that.
Oh, I wanna okay. You know, this movie actually touched on a lot of recent things. It touched on, I don't know if you guys caught it, but one of the Russo brothers was in the movie.
Oh, and we got our first gay character. That honestly was groundbreaking for Marvel too.
And the female part, which a lot of people said they feel it was forced, but honestly, I'm not.
What female part?
The female.
Yeah.
They feel like it was forced, and I'm gonna defend them because
I don't think so.
Female. I don't think so, but I feel like movies are usually kind of adjust a lot of the time to the times they're in, and the times that we're in right now. I mean, Captain Marvel's a female. That triggered a few people, so it's like. I feel like they're just adjusting to their time. And right now, women want to be in these higher, roles, and they just want to be seen more. So I just feel like it was necessary. A lot of people said it was forced, and I'm like,
Nah, I mean art imitates life, right? So right now we're in a very strong women movement.
Yeah.
It would only
Who didn't know Captain Marvel was a woman though?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, there was some people
I think
who felt like Captain
there's a
Marvel.
guy too that's Captain
Yeah.
America. Captain Marvel
Captain
too.
Marvel.
Marvel. That's what you're saying. They were mad that Marvel was a woman. Marvel is normally a guy in the comics. Yeah, Marvel is a man in the
I heard there was
comics.
two of them.
He's not a woman.
Captain Marvel in some comics were a man.
There is a Captain Marvel. There's a Captain Marvel that's a man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying is like we have women Captain Marvel, so for them to be mad, it's like that's still canon in comics though.
But I guess they wanted it to be. Because now Captain Marvel is gonna be a woman in all the movies.
It's like, bro, come on, like all the leads so far is men.
Yeah.
Come on, we need a woman, and I thought it was dope that it was a female.
I think it was dope too.
Who Thanos tried to headbutt and caught a huge headache. He tried to headbutt her and felt like cement blocks.
Yeah,
And she looked at him like, what are you doing? She almost broke his fingers with one hand. I was like, yo, she's strong. If Thanos did not pull that power ring out of that gauntlet, he would have been missing a whole hand.
Yeah,
Because she was breaking his fingers with the gauntlet.
She didn't phase one bit.
He was shocked.
Yo,
He was shocked.
he was like, let it rain on him. He was scared.
that was
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, he was the women were looking. I was like, why was she taking her time to kill him though? Like,
No.
she could have just killed him.
Facts.
Scarlet Witch is strong.
Yeah, that was
She's
funny.
mad
She
strong.
was in the mid-air.
He was scared.
I don't care.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
one of the
man.
most powerful people in the
She's a
Marvel
Chico.
universe.
Yeah, she's a Chico. For
Because
real.
she distorts reality.
She does,
Yeah.
which is why she was able to break the Mind Stone. Because for some reason she has a connection to it. So it's like her power comes from the same source Vision said. So that's why she's able to manipulate it. We seen that in Civil War too, when she was able to control him and shot him through the floor.
Right.
She's able to manipulate the Mind Stone. Yeah. So he knew from that encounter, like, oh, you have the power to destroy it. So that's why he wanted her to destroy it. She's strong.
Vision still has the worst death of all time.
Yeah, he crunched his forehead.
Like, damn.
Crunched his forehead, bro. How you digging somebody's forehead?
Like,
That's
damn.
nuts.
Just took the stone.
Just took the stone.
When
That
that
is
happened,
nothing.
everybody was so shocked because when he had the time stone, everybody knew what was about to happen. When
Yeah.
he just reversed time,
Yeah.
I was like, bro.
As soon as he said,
Petty.
time is not at all or something like that. What?
Infinity War?
Yeah. Remember, he said something before he took the stone out. He was like, time is nothing at all or something like that. And he turned back the hands of time. You saw the explosion kind of go
Yeah.
back in. I'm like, Vision is dead. As soon as he comes back, he's getting choked out. And immediately he grabbed his neck.
Oh yeah, I just remembered that. He brought him back to life to kill
He
him.
died twice.
Yeah,
Wow.
right.
And the worst time the second time.
That was
Yeah.
savage.
That's crazy. That's why I'm glad that Thanos died twice. How about that? How about that? I'm glad. I'm glad. Good for you.
But is he really dead?
He's gone. He's out of here. He's dust.
He dusted, but everybody else dusted. They came back.
That's because the Avengers brought him back. There's nobody on Thanos' side to help bring him back.
Loki.
Now that you
That's
get,
what I want to talk about.
now that you get a Thanos from an alternate reality.
Yeah.
But how would you get that Thanos? Because Loki doesn't want to work for Thanos. Remember that. He never really wanted to work under Thanos. Even from Avengers 1. Remember when that guy, I guess, tried to give him orders? He hated the idea of working with Thanos.
Of course.
I don't think he would bring him back.
Maybe. Look,
It may not be on purpose though.
look.
Oh, you think he
maybe,
might do something to
maybe he
get him
told.
back?
Something might happen. Yeah, I'm just
It
saying.
could happen.
Maybe he
Yeah.
told another Thanos from another time period,
You think Thanos warned another Thanos?
just in case it doesn't work out with him.
But how would that? How would he? The only reason why this Thanos was able to get to this timeline was
of
because
War, right?
no, it was the blue chick. Remember, she opened up the portal for him to come in.
She used that time.
Yeah,
machine to
I
bring
forgot her name though. Not Gamora. Not
Yeah,
Nebula.
Nebula. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Munch. All these good points. When Nebula first picked up the gauntlet, I thought we was gonna get another comic book moment. I thought she was gonna wield it.
That's what a lot of people thought.
I was hyped. I was like, she's about to put the gauntlet on?
Yeah.
Because I thought she was going to snap her fingers and all the things that Thanos had did to her mechanically, I thought she was going to turn herself back to her regular form, like she did in the comics.
Because she was like, when she got the other thing, she was like, I didn't used to be like this. I thought she was going to turn herself back.
Exactly.
A lot
That's
of
when I
people
thought about it
that
too.
was gonna happen. Like even before 2019 came, like that was like a huge speculation. Like,
I
a
really
lot of
wanted
people
that
thought
moment.
that.
I wanted that so bad. I wanted her to put it on.
Commercial.
I wanted her to put it on and become that organism like Gamora. Because she was always jealous of her that she was still an organism and she was a machine.
Yeah.
I wanted that. But it's cool. We didn't get it, it's fine.
There's one thing I could never understand in that movie. When the ship came through with Thanos and them, right? And they shot Avengers Mansion and everything fell down. They was all up under the rubber.
Survived.
Nah, not that. Why did Rhodey come out of the armor? I don't understand that.
Oh, because I think the armor was I don't think he could move the armor. I don't think the armor was functioning.
That's why? Okay.
And he wanted to help Rocket. Because
I'm like, you under all this
building.
Why would you come out of the armor? I want to stay in the armor because that's the safest place.
And nothing could crush you. I thought the same thing until I started seeing him say the safe word to open the armor. Because there's like a safe code that opens it up for him.
Right.
So he opened it because Rocket said, I can't breathe. He was under some type of rubble.
Right.
So that's when he put the pipe underneath the pillar to use his body weight to lift it for him.
So the armor wasn't working.
Right.
Yeah,
the armor was malfunctioning. So I guess he got it right by the time the fight came.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. After that, did he find another thing on armor or something? Because I'm like, he's back in the armor now.
Yeah.
But they have it set up to where he has multiple arms where it just sends it to him.
It could be. I mean, but they did destroy the mansion. But Friday, you got to understand the technology that they use. A lot of times, Tony's armor fixes itself.
Yeah,
they have a fixing system fixed inside of it.
Now it's like, who the hell is going to be the brains now?
That's why I said Doctor Strange, because I feel like he has the knowledge to kind of guide the team. He might not be hands-on like Cap.
It'll probably be Hulk.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hulk.
It might be. That's a good point, bro. It might be Professor Hulk.
That's what I was saying. When Tony died, I'm like, okay, now who's gonna deal with all this thing?
Yeah.
The armor.
That's a good
Spider-Man
point.
with
It might be Hulk.
with his suit.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna do that?
That's true. Because Hulk doesn't want to fight anymore. He kind of doesn't want to be in the action like that.
I guess
think he'll be in
that's why they kept
lab.
him calm. Like,
Well, also his arm is messed up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But look at it this way. Hulk regenerates really fast. He's going to be the Hulk before we know it. He's going to heal faster than Thanos because of all the gamma cells.
Oh, yeah.
And
definitely gonna do that.
and he said it's mostly gamma anyway. So he's going to heal fast. That arm is going to be fine. That's why when he came to the fight, he was effective because he was already healing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Now, could y'all picture, what's his name, Robert Downey Jr. in any other role?
Yeah.
I've seen him in other roles, so it's easy for me to do it. Yeah.
I think so.
Because he's still famous for, like, Breakfast Club. Like, I liked him in Sherlock Holmes. Like, I've seen him in other films.
He's played Charlie Chaplin. The question is, can you see Chris Evans in another role?
No.
Because he's not a good actor.
Wow.
No, I can't.
He's not a good actor. Wow.
I can't lie. I'm not going to say he's not a good actor. That's nuts,
I
but...
don't think that's...
He's not. He's
So
not.
you telling me he didn't play Captain America good?
I think he played him so good that I can't see him as another character.
I'm not saying he didn't play Captain America good, but it's literally been his only role for like 10 years.
All right, so how are you going to call him a bad actor?
If he's a good actor in one role, he's a good actor to me.
No, not really, because now that it's all over, what do you do now?
Yeah, but
Be a good actor just
you're
enough.
judging him before he even starts.
No, I've seen him in other movies.
Oh, please, God, no.
That's what I'm saying.
Please, whatever you do.
This isn't Chris Evans' first role, Nate. This is like Captain America is not the beginning of his career. He's acted before, and he's been terrible.
But I'm sure he's gotten better over the last decade.
Maybe he got
Maybe he learned a lot from all the great actors he worked with. You never know. And it looked like he did, because he did Captain America well.
He hasn't.
Give him a chance, man. Gee.
No,
Give him
I'm
a chance to get better at his craft.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm not going to give him a chance. I'm calling it what it is now. He is not a good actor now.
If Chris Evans said, DAQUAN, I want to star in your movie, you going to tell him no?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so trash. That is trash.
No. Sorry. Not
That could be your
absolutely.
springboard right there.
I mean, absolutely, I'm going to take him because he's going to bring in money.
Exactly.
I want the money.
Wow. So you gonna pimp
He
him
will
out.
forever be Captain America.
That's crazy.
So any other nods that you guys noticed in the movie? There's a lot for me, but I don't want to occupy the whole thing.
I feel like there's so many, and I'm just like...
I got to see it. I can't. Just go ahead, because I can't remember. Honest, I can't remember it.
No,
Why
it
was...
is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like at the funeral, they showed everybody. They had the Galaxy people there. Why wasn't Gamora there?
Gamora was gone. She died. She was part of the people that dusted away.
But no, I can understand why she wasn't there. That wasn't the same Gamora that was affiliated with them before. She didn't know all of them. She didn't even know Star-Lord.
Yeah, but they didn't show her dusting away though.
They didn't show a lot
But
of
we
them.
we can assume.
But we assume that they dusted away.
Because she was a part of
Yeah.
But the rest
But Quill is searching for her though. But he's searching for the present Gamora.
yeah.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That might be the first time we see Adam Warlock. I think that's gonna be heavily into because remember Thor is in it as well. And I think Thor was in that Adam Warlock story as well. So I think they're gonna be in the Soul World. I think we're gonna see a lot of that in the next one.
I'm with it.
So I think Gamora's gonna come back soon, somehow, some way.
Dang, if Gamora comes back, can they bring back my sis?
Natasha, she's coming back too.
Because, like,
I think
they
so.
both in the
So
Soul Stone.
you think Gamora that fell, that he threw off the thing is coming back?
Yeah,
How's she
'cause-
not come back if they say no?
If you
nobody
go back
comes
to
from that?
if you go back to the comics, and I urge people that's listening now, go back to the comics. I don't want to give it to you. I want you to enjoy
Yes,
the
yes.
comic. No, I want them to enjoy the comic. Read it. Read the story of Adam Warlock when he's at the Soul
Yes.
Stone. Because it's actually that's a part of the Infinity War story. That's why I didn't understand why Adam Warlock wasn't a part of this. Because he was a big
Right.
part of that. He wielded the gauntlet at the end.
Right.
Because he took control of it.
I'm going
so-
to go back in my boxes when I go home.
Oh, for sure. Because I was brushing up on all of the comics
Oh, no,
before I
that
watched
hurt.
this. Like,
Oh, sorry.
I was hoping
I got a
that
hot
they put it in
take.
there.
How about we just stop making the movies?
What?
Bro, speak for yourself.
Wow.
Speak for yourself.
Wow.
It won't get any better than this.
It's fine.
We all know
If
that.
it doesn't get any better, we still
And
have
we know
10
that.
years of this. I'm good. What story
No,
arc
I
has 10
agree,
years of this
but
great?
why run it into the ground? Just.
We still have so much to touch on, though.
Well, that-
But we know it's not gonna be better than this.
How do we know?
We know.
Oh,
We know.
I disagree with that. I think we could fall in love with a whole new cast of people and appreciate it for that and not compare the two.
Nah.
Okay, you say that.
I know.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you what.
It's like
say that, and
watching
10 years from now, it's gonna be
original
terrible.
Power Rangers, and then you see all these other Power Rangers. It's like
I don't know about that because I enjoy Turbo and Zeo just as much as I enjoy
Yeah,
the
but
original.
the newest one though.
I hate Power Rangers.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that show was so corny to me.
It was super corny. It's morphin' time! All the sparks flying out their chest. It looked stupid, but I loved it. I wanted to be the White Ranger so bad. I had the staff and everything.
I was the Red Ranger.
I was the White Ranger. I had to be Tommy. I had to be, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Morphin' time.
So,
Sorry.
they still have the ability to go back in time. Clearly.
Yeah.
Right? Do we see
Oh
them
no,
using that?
they don't.
Who?
The Avengers in this universe don't have the ability to go back in time because they don't have any Infinity Stones.
They Cat put them all back.
He put them
No,
all back.
But
No, but they
doesn't
sent-
Strange have that Tom Stone back?
But they didn't send him back to the time back in time with the stone. They sent them back with the technology that Stark created.
No,
they
right.
thought he
No,
had
but
to
Stark didn't
return the
create.
stones.
No, remember
Right.
they needed the Pym particle, which they only had a little bit of.
No.
That's why when Ant-Man was telling them, he was like, look, y'all gonna go back further. Y'all better be sure y'all can get back. And that's why during when they split up, Cap and Iron Man in the 1970s, Cap went to go get the extra Pym particles for them to come back.
How many did he grab? He grabbed 4.
He grabbed 4.
And there was only 2.
And they used 2 to get back.
Right.
We don't know what they do with the other 2, but Dr. Pym.
But that's what I'm saying. They have extra ones because they took 4. They took 2 for themselves to get back. They used 1 for Cap to go back in time, and he never came back. So they still have that 1. I feel like they're going to
we
use
can
that.
only assume.
But that they didn't use it in the movie.
Even if they don't, they brought the other man back.
Who?
The dude that created the Ant-Man armor. So even if they
That's
don't
true,
have
they brought
something,
it
But
he can
that's
create
what
more.
I'm saying. They have that 1 tube, so I think they're gonna make more concentration of it. I think
Maybe-
they're gonna make
like I-
more Pym particle.
I say maybe because up until this point in the universe, Dr. Pym has stood fast that he's not making any more, which is why he's never made any more. But we'll see.
But he did say that before they tried to travel back in time. This is the first time that they're gonna have this technology of travel back in time and using the quantum realm in this way. I'm not sure if he's gonna want to deny the research on that. I think he's gonna want to explore that a little further.
That's the only way. I mean, unless we're not going to see the stones ever again. I mean, is there really a reason to go?
Yeah, because I feel like if there's a threat, as long as you have the option of using the quantum realm in that way, you always keep that option open. You know? Just like when they had the Tesseract. They didn't really know if they were going to use it, but Fury's theory was, as long as we have this technology, at least Earth will be protected. So their thinking is always, well, let's just keep it there in case we need it.
They're smart.
Yeah, I agree. My question is, what do you think they would use it for in any way?
That's a good question.
They could possibly use it for Secret Wars, maybe, if they go that direction.
Possibly. I mean, I feel like there's so many options. Because if you remember when Hulk was talking to... What's her name? From Doctor Strange.
Oh, Sorcerer Supreme?
Yeah. She was explaining how the slightest thing can make, different lines of reality or whatever.
Yeah, different streams of reality.
Yeah, so I feel like they can use that to, like, I don't know, maybe they might use that in Guardians of the Galaxy to, like, get Gamora. I don't know.
It could be some side missions for the new Avengers, like fixing time streams or something.
So I feel it's a lot.
Speaking about that, another good point, Munch. Thank you. So Thanos, the one that they killed both Thanos. They killed the Thanos a decade before the present time, in 2023, because it was 5 years later from the event. So it's 2023 at this time. They killed the Thanos from 10 years before and the present Thanos. So my theory is this: there's a universe in the past that's gonna have a universe without Thanos and his army. What's gonna develop, right? Because Thanos has been kind of keeping balance up there with his army, like he's controlling it, right? Since there's no tyrant controlling it, what type of threats are gonna step up? What threats are now allowed to do certain things? What consequences are we gonna get in the present from that? And I think that's gonna lead up to Phase 4. Like we're gonna start seeing the ramifications of that in Phase 4.
Wait, you said they killed Thanos from the future?
They killed
his army from the future. What happened to them?
No, from the past. Because that Thanos that came into the present was from the past, remember?
Right.
From a decade ago.
In the past, I think
The bad guy for that one is going to be it's going to be Ronan, I think.
they all faded away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the past doesn't have Thanos anymore. They don't have him 10 years ago.
Yeah.
For that one,
You
do
see
you
what I'm
remember
saying?
that? Do you remember that storyline?
The last one that they killed at the end, that was the one from the past. So what happens with his absence coming into the future?
Exactly.
Maybe they got rid of everybody.
No, what I'm saying is there's going to be other threats now that's going to step up in his place, right? And that's going to get... So the present day, like, that's when we're going to start seeing, like, new villains coming in. Because they're stepping in Thanos' place for the past 10 years.
Have they said anything about a new Marvel movie coming out soon?
Spider-Man, in July.
Yeah.
That's going to be the end of Phase 3.
So it's going to be tied into this.
Yeah. It's going to show you how life is after Endgame. And then that's it for Phase 3.
You have a date on that?
July 17th or something like that? July.
So this...
I don't know.
Forget it. Sometime in July. I think July 19th.
So the new Spider-Man movie, this is after...
Endgame.
Yeah, I always thought that was before.
You think that'd be 4D worthy?
Hmm?
Think that'd be 4D worthy?
Before who?
4D worthy.
Oh, 4D?
Because it's web slinging and all that.
Yeah, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Which one?
I wouldn't, because you would need a lot of elements to play into that 4D. I don't know. I would definitely see it in IMAX though, for sure. For sure. And if y'all want to see Avengers Endgame, please see it in IMAX first, man. It's a different experience.
It's an amazing experience. If you can see it in 4D, I mean, we didn't, we would have, but if you can see it in 4D, that's an experience.
They have it in for 4D too?
Yeah.
For Avengers?
Oh, we're going.
They had it for Avengers?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, we're going.
I would totally
We're going.
experience that in 4D.
Because it was building shattering and water scenes.
Yeah, we're going.
Nice, I would see that.
For sure.
It comes out on July 5th, Spider-Man. It's called Far From
2 days
Home.
before my birthday. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Spider-Man is going to be lit. I can't wait. We're going to see Mysterio for the first time. The Elementals are going to be in it. I think that's it. I don't know if there's anybody else going to be in it.
I'm excited for it.
But it's going to be exciting. We're going to see what life is like for the Stark family, because they're tied into Spider-Man. What life is like for Peter Parker. And for the world, because we're now, for the first time, going to have a world without Tony Parker.
It's gonna be rough for me.
It's gonna be tough.
Tony Stark.
I said Tony
Tony
Parker.
Parker.
Tony Parker.
You mixed the two people.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, that was low-key his son, so.
Yeah.
That was low-key his son.
Anything else anybody caught on to?
There's so
I
much.
don't
Like,
know. Okay,
you
so
know
like-
what it is? It's like so much happened, and it's like it's like it's in my head, and it's like I can't.
That's
sort
fine. I'll geek out for you. Just give me the sign. Because I've been geeking since Friday. I promise y'all. Listen, I don't care. I don't care what anybody has to say. I don't care. I'm a geek.
It's okay.
I love this stuff. I'm going in. So just give me the sign.
I don't even, like,
Just say go.
I'm like 3-hour movie, so like my brain is trying to go from beginning to end to like okay, we check this off, we check that off. Like I don't.
I've been reading the comics on the Marvel app. Like I just been trying to like tie in all the little things. We got Namor, the submariner reference in the scene where Natasha is talking to Captain Marvel, Okoye, War Machine, and Rocket on the projector, and Okoye speaks about an earthquake under the water of Wakanda, and we know the submariner is a Black Panther villain. But they try to. Natasha says to go check it out, but Okoye is like, it's just an earthquake underwater. It's like she tried to downplay it, but that was a reference to Namor. We're supposed to be seeing him soon.
So Black Panther 2.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be the villain for Black Panther 2.
That's
Oh,
lit.
Namor.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
yeah. Oh man, like it's just so much, man. Like I just been trying to dive into this movie. Marvel gave us everything.
Keep thinking of, I guess, like things that I like. So like I'm skipping to like the end where we got to see Pep and Tony fight side by side. For the
Ooh.
that was so fun.
And then you saw the beams come from her back and his from his chest. I was like, goals. Relationship goals.
Oh, and and his and hers.
Got his and her Iron Man suits. That was fire.
No, I didn't even. At first, I didn't even catch on that was her.
Yeah, because when everybody started coming through the portals, she like came through and her thing opened up. It was really quick though. It wasn't like that long, but yeah, that was lit.
That was that was one of my favorite moments. I'm like, yeah. But the first time that we seen her crash down like Tony did on the stage. Remember the first time that he came to the event in Iron Man and the pose that he did? Like the little things like that. I'm just like, wow, Marvel really just giving us everything we want.
They really put a lot of thought into this.
They did.
They had fans make this.
For sure. Like you could tell the fans really put their input on this and they listen, man.
But don't they have people they like show it to and get their feedback?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not for sure.
You know, edit it.
I wish Stan Lee was alive to see this.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Who?
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
I wish he was alive. I know you've probably
I
seen
know.
it. I wish
Just
Endgame.
Endgame.
Like,
One more year.
Even if he would have
Yeah.
died like a week
One more
after
year.
Endgame came out, at least he see this completed.
Yeah.
I'd have liked to see Endgame.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm glad. I love certain people like Kevin Smith from Jay and Silent Bob, the silent one. Kevin Smith is one of my favorite people. Like his fandom for Marvel is almost it's higher than mine, right? But my point to Kevin is fans like that, when they're appreciated, when they feel appreciated, you know Marvel got it right. Like when he has nothing to say but he's just in tears reviewing the movie, they got it right. They absolutely got it right. And Chris Hemsworth invited him because he, like most comic book fans, respect Kevin Smith's opinion on, comic book characters. When he's crying because of the review, you did a good job, Marvel. You nailed it. And I just want to say that. Thank you, Marvel. 11 years, 22 movies.
Thank you, Stan Lee.
Perfect ending, and thank you, Stan Lee.
That's great.
Perfect ending. Couldn't have got better. 22 movies.
And thank you, Disney, for rushing him. I guess to put more movies out.
And we got a back-to-back Avengers movie. That didn't happen.
Yeah,
It's normally 3 years apart.
Yeah.
and this is people's like legit like childhood. Like there's someone who was like 8 at the time, who's probably 18. who
Right,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
They grew up with
That's
this.
crazy.
We grew up with like Batman, and that's really it. We didn't really have much. Superman was 80s.
Iron Man was out.
Who?
Iron Man was older than this.
Iron Man came out 2008.
The movie, but not like the actual.
No, I'm talking about the cinematic universe. Like, we didn't really have this level of greatness, right? We had great superhero
We was
movies.
young when Iron Man came
We was? I was like 20.
20.
Yeah. It came out in 2008. Yeah, it came out in 2008. I was out of high school and everything. Like,
I was still
May 2nd, 2008.
May 2nd, 2008. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, new Toy Story coming out too.
Yeah, just don't kill Woody. And we're
You
good.
got a friend in me.
It's gonna be emotional.
It's gonna be super
For
emotional.
these next couple months, we had Endgame.
Lion King. That's
Then
the
we
new
have
stuff.
I mean, that's what I meant to say. I meant to say Lion King. I said Iron Man.
You're still
I'm still on Avengers. I can't get it out of my head.
There's really people still out in the world that haven't seen Lion King yet. Original Lion King.
I feel sorry for their existence.
No, there's literally there's kids who don't know the original movie.
I feel sorry for their
Well,
existence.
kids got an excuse.
No, they don't.
People-
No, they don't.
Their parents
Right.
should be ashamed.
For real.
First of all.
My kid's gonna be singing it word for word.
Yeah, but I'm talking about people that's like our age and up. It's like, come on. All these years you haven't seen it once.
No, if you're
Yeah,
our
that's
age, that's a shame.
that's trash.
That's a shame. You should be ashamed of yourself.
For real.
Sorry.
Like you never
said
heard
that.
that.
What was it? Angelina on the Breakfast Club. She said she never seen it.
Trolling. Can't be
Wow.
true. No way.
I got the soundtrack on my phone. I just put in the group chat today.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Lion King soundtrack. I was like, I'm trying to get into the vibes now because now it's Lion King's turn. There's 3 movies that's gonna bring emotions out of me this year. 3, and these are the tier 1 movies that I'm looking forward to. That was Endgame, Lion King, and Star Wars. To me, those are the tier 1 movies of 2019 that I'm looking forward to. That's gonna bring emotions out.
What if Toy Story brings it? Because what if they do something
It's
savage?
already started with me.
Star Wars.
Star Wars is gonna be nuts.
That's gonna be a good
Never got
That's
into
gonna be
Star Wars.
Oh, I've been a
I'm
fan
not
since a kid.
into it, but I respect it.
I used to have all the toys, the lightsaber
Star
toys. That's gonna be lit, and we're getting Palpatine back. Well, Lord Sidious.
But is their movie 3 hours though? I'm just kidding.
I think it is.
Is it really?
I think so.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, please. I could have sworn they said. I hope so. I'm gonna be there first night, cheering just like I was in Avengers. Like, that's another saga. We're getting 2 sagas that's coming to an end. Avengers, and now Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it's funny, top of the year, end of the year. Go with the end of the year. But anybody else got anything to say about Avengers?
Not right now. You know what? I
Anything
need
that you
to see
wanna
this.
say?
Best movie ever.
Best movie ever. I
Best
agree.
superhero movie.
Nah.
I
Best movie.
think it's my favorite movie of all time. I can't find another movie to bring this out of me.
There's good movies for certain reasons, but this has a lot of reasons why it is.
I agree. Anything you wanted to see in the movie that you didn't see? I touched on a few of them, so.
I wanted to see like Iron Man and Cap both look at the screen and say, "I see you, Nate."
Okay.
That's about it for me. I don't know.
Okay.
He wanted a personal shout out.
Yeah.
Wow,
I see you.
I see you, boy.
Oh man.
I probably just wanted to see Hulk Wild Out. That was probably it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to see him wild out one time.
Yeah, just a little bit.
go crazy.
I mean, but they did show that one part from back in the day.
He was in the fight though. Like if you look at certain sequences, you could kind of see him in the back going crazy.
True.
Yeah.
I seen him tossing a few to Charles. I seen him throwing people. He was going crazy. He had Natasha on his mind for sure.
You know what I wanted to see? You know what I really wanted to see? I wanted to see Thor kind of let loose. And actually, like, when he turned the lightning Thor, like, he just got back in shape and all of that.
Again.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
just went ham on something.
Yo, Thor was the one that got the first hit. I see. When I watched it, when I was dreaming about it again for the second time, and I seen the scene where they were driving, they was running. He took the hammer. You see how I did, right? It's a great dream. It just keeps reoccurring. Right? It reoccurs all the time.
Yeah.
He took the hammer and he got the first hit on the army.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one. Thor was getting busy.
No, he didn't get, did you? Okay, this is kind of funny. You gotta when you see it again, when you dream about it again.
Yeah, when I dream about it again.
Right.
As soon as I go back in my room, I'm probably gonna dream about it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're
something called
running
Fire
up to
Stick.
Thanos' army, it's kind of funny because like you see Thor's like in the front and he's running, but then he like slowly like people start to pass him, and I thought it was funny because he's out of shape. He's out of shape.
I didn't get that. I gotta see that again.
It's kind of funny.
They started passing it when it was running? That's funny.
That was funny.
I didn't catch that.
But yeah, he was getting it in. No, with Rookie.
Nah, he was going hard. Iron Man was going in. Pet was going in. We call that rescue. What's the name of that suit again? Rescue suit? Something like that. Peppers.
Peppers? I don't know.
I think it's rescue suit or something like that. But we've been asking for that for the longest time. And it was actually theory that she was going to wear that suit and find Iron Man, and she was going to be the one to take him back. But I don't see how that would have worked, because he was in like a whole nother dimension, right? But, yeah.
The movie's amazing, y'all.
It's cool.
If you haven't seen it, or, I mean, if you haven't seen it and you saw this, I'm sorry.
See, I'm sorry. It's so many things.
What?
Yeah, did y'all realize that the boy that was at the funeral, the only person that you probably didn't really recognize?
Then he was standing by himself, right?
Standing by himself? That was the boy from Iron Man 3 that Tony kind of took under his wing. Remember when Tony didn't have a suit? And he was with that boy at some point in the movie?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was that boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, all these little things that Marvel do, man, it's just like, he gave us core fans everything we wanted. Like, Tony went out the right way.
That's why I said
he was celebrated.
You have to watch that again. Because I started seeing stuff I didn't see.
Yeah.
Because you're looking with a third eye. So now I got to see the third time.
Yeah, for sure.
Marvel giving Jordan Peele a run for...
That's a fact.
But we did, so definitely Tuesday AMC Photos. I'm there
tonight.
Oh yeah, that I am Iron Man part? Okay, I'm done. That's it. That part was cool too.
Oh, no. We got to touch on that. We can't just be done with it. We got to touch on that.
Touch on what?
When he got the stone. Go ahead. No, touch on it.
When he got the stones and when Thanos was like, I am inevitable, and nothing happened, and then he's like, I am Iron Man, and he snapped.
What a moment.
Because that was the first thing he said in the first movie when he declared he was Iron Man, and then that was his last. Bro.
Wow.
That was crazy.
And when he said it, I just got the side-by-side image of him with the flashing lights, and he's saying, I'm Iron Man.
He was struggling to say it too.
Yeah, and him trying to get it out because the power was surging, and he's just like, I'm Iron Man. Oh, man. Like, that's the perfect way to do it.
It was.
There's no better way. That was great. And honestly, no. I was going to say those was his last words, but they weren't. Pet was his last word. Wow, Pet was his last word. That even brought a tear to my eye.
So, I'm going to cry, so...
Yeah, that even brought a tear to my eye. And she's like, look at me, Tony, and he's just so, like, disgruntled. It was breaking my heart to see him that disgruntled and him just trying to get his bearings, and he saw Pep. He was just like, Pep. Marvel.
Look at me, Tony. I was like, no.
Yo, I'm telling you, there's no way that if you're that invested into these characters that you just don't feel it.
Yeah, if you're invested, it's gonna hit.
It hit hard. I was at the edge of my seat with my hands on my face.
It was so funny. He
I was
really
like,
at the edge of his seat.
I was just wiping the tears as they was coming. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Like, bro.
Oh, God.
I actually had to put my nachos down. You know how big that was?
That was big for you, man. I know.
I was dipping my mozzarella stick in my cheese sauce.
Smart man.
While I was taking a bite, I dropped it.
Oh.
Big moment.
Couldn't take that bite.
Best movie of all time.
Moment wouldn't let you.
Best movie of all time.
Easily.
Best believe I finished that mozzarella stick.
I'm done.
That moment was probably like, wow. He went out the right way. He got celebrated the right way.
What better way to go out?
Yeah.
If you had to go out.
Yeah. Honestly, he died knowing that because he felt like such a failure in Infinity War. For him
I
to do that,
think Iron Man,
loved it.
His funeral was a symbol for Stan Lee.
That's a great take. No, touch on that. That's a great point.
No, that's all I have to say.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought there was some insight on that.
It's Endgame, but maybe Stan knew he was going to die.
Who?
Stan Lee.
Knew that he was going to die himself.
Maybe that's why he called it Endgame.
But Stan didn't name the movie, though.
Named it.
The creators of the movie. Not Stan.
I'm sure the movie was done before he died.
Yeah, no, but they had all of that. Apparently, they had the name and everything.
I'm sure.
When they announced it. Like 5 years prior.
I don't know if that's why they named it Endgame.
I didn't think people didn't know he was gonna die, but because wasn't Iron Man his first character, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
I really that's the first thing I thought about when I first heard it the first time. I was like,
When I first saw the title Endgame, I thought back to Avengers of Age of Ultron when I heard Tony say it for the first time, and he was trying to get Cap and them to understand like that up there, that's the Endgame. When I first saw Endgame, I was like, yo, that's dope.
Oh, maybe they knew from then.
Yeah, they had to go back to that. Yeah, I think everybody kind of figured it out at that point. Like, oh, okay, Tony saw the Endgame. Like, it was just bringing it all the way back full circle to the original. Like, it was dope.
They knew what they was doing.
Yeah, it was fire. They did an amazing job. I mean, huge respect to everybody at Marvel. They really created a moment of a generation that is going to be really difficult to duplicate.
Facts.
It's going to be tough, you know. I appreciate it as a comic book fan.
Yeah, they made me happy.
For real.
Yes.
Like, there's so many comic book nods. I was just loving it. I was just, as a nerd, I was just soaking it all up.
No, it was great. It was satisfying.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
I got so.
There's legit. There's
I got so many different things I want to touch on.
You could talk about, like.
There's so many things I want to touch on, but.
Yeah, there's so much more that you could talk about with it, but we're gonna end it here because we should. And
rest in peace to the squirrel that I.
Word.
Sorry.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to Edward for giving us a lot of input on the NBA segment.
Yo, follow me on Instagram, The Real Nate Hustle.
All right. Yeah.
And, we got some content coming. We're gonna be doing a snack crate soon.
Oh my God! Yes.
It's gonna be from
the country.
It's gonna be from Finland.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
It should be cool.
So we're gonna be doing snacks from Finland on the podcast. So that's gonna be so
also, I'm gonna be doing eating videos as well, and I'm going to be hopefully sharing on this channel as well. So follow me.
Wait, follow what? Where are they gonna follow it?
I'll let you know soon to come.
Soon to come. All right, follow me at Junior the Future, DA in the middle.
Names _KAYLA.
Actually, I think my
Not shout out to socials this time.
Young Paul 07
Hey.
on Instagram.
Okay.
Did they?
Okay, we linked now.
I'm just gonna say what I said last week. You can follow me in real life.
Say that again, bro.
I said I'm gonna say what I said last week. You can follow me in real life.
Wow. Wow. Okay, Talk Cafe, baby.
It's a good way to go out.
Real Nate Hustle.
See y'all next week.
Need to be seen and to be heard.
Edward said, dang, I was talking the whole movie. I hope he wasn't listening.
Yo, Edward, I hope he wasn't watching the whole movie.